it's a little dead meme. Fuck you, little bitch. You think you can fuck with me? What am I red? Fuck you, little bitch. Hey, look, I hope it's brown. Fuck you, little bitch. You think you can fuck with me?
Hey, everybody, welcome to the Snark Tank Podcast. It's me, Chris Rogan, and I'm joined once again by Tom Sweeney and Derek, some black guy. Welcome.
Yeah.
Wow, it's another week. It's another week of this, huh?
Yeah, man. Another week, more money to make, more bitches to fuck, more laws to break.
All right,
let's get this
calm
fucking
down.
paper.
Haram.
Wake up, gamers. Time to get this money.
Okay, so just before we get off the rails already, if you guys hear a beeping in the background, we can't help that. That'll be gone by the next episode. In all likelihood, I almost fucking choked on my own teeth. And
Excuse me?
If you write in a complaint about it, if you're like, hey, there's a beeping in there, we know about it. Just don't worry about it. Don't be an
Shut
asshole.
the fuck up, okay?
We can fucking hear it. We know it's there, all right?
It's gonna be all the comments.
Yeah,
It's
we
gonna be beep.
just fucked up.
There's a beep in
Yeah.
the background, Sween. What the fuck are you doing?
I only hear a beep when I fuck your mom. What's up?
I don't hear a beep because I knocked that bitch out. Then I
Okay, all right. We got a lot of God. I
Almost
hate
said that.
everything about you.
Almost said that.
Yeah, I know you did because you're a terrible person.
I mean,
So
hey,
let's
subjective.
go on. There's a lot of video game stuff that I feel like that's in the news in general. The Xbox had their fucking game showcase. We have Joe Rogan talking a lot about video games, controversial opinions about video games from Joe Rogan, everybody's favorite Rogan, and we've got Logic, sort of loosely related to video games. I don't know what he's going to be doing, but he signed some exclusive deal with Twitch.
Yeah, he did.
And I guess we could start
There?
with that, because that's
Alright,
kind of
cool.
just weird. I don't know what that means. First of all, he's retiring. I don't know what that means
Well,
for someone his
like
age.
every other rapper that fucking retires, and then they
Probably
don't.
not gonna make his own albums. Probably, but like even then, it's like, yeah, sure, you're not. That's just money you can make. You're stupid.
I can't imagine him being that young and retiring. It just sounds silly. Where it's just, I mean, it's good. It's good marketing. It really is, because especially when it comes to Logic, we were talking about before we were recording that he just gets a lot of unnecessary hate, and I feel like it's a good way to just kind of be missed and then come back hard, and then people will kind of forget about all of that shit, like all of the. Because I don't even know why. I don't know, like, Sweeney, why do you think people hate Logic so much? I don't even necessarily understand why.
Now look, I listened to Logic for years by now, so I would say that Logic is good at pretty much everything, but Logic doesn't really have bars, in a sense that like his wordplay don't ever really leave you thinking about what he just said. That's what bars really means for the most part. Like someone says something and it's like, holy shit, that had like a whole meaning other than just sounding melodically good. So Logic apparently doesn't really do that much.
That might be a good point. That's my probably a good point.
I don't remember him not doing that particularly, but he's pretty much good at everything else. Like everything else other than that, he's pretty good at. Like he makes good music. He sounds good. He can rap quickly. He can control the beat. He can stay on the beat. But it's just like, I feel like sometimes people say he doesn't have bars, which I don't understand that argument, because like 97% of modern rappers don't have bars.
That's true, but his beats aren't like super bass heavy like trap shit though, right?
No, not really. And another thing I think is that he says he has like really good lyrical abilities, but then you don't really hear bars in his songs. People are like, how you say you have good lyrical abilities when I don't hear anything? You're not saying anything that's like, oh shit, that's pretty deep.
Do you think?
Or, oh, that's pretty wild.
Do you think any of his hate like has to do with the fact that he looks like a skinless rat? Do you think like
He looks like Rufus from fucking Kim Possible, definitely. But at the same time, I actually like Logic. He's a really nice, cool dude.
he seems like a nice guy? That's why I was like, dude, that sucks.
Yeah.
The last thing that I remember him doing, because I don't really pay attention to him that much, but he did that song with Eminem, and Chris D'Elia was pretending to be Eminem. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that like it definitely had a good flow to it. But now I was just thinking, like, dude, that shit sucks, man. Like now,
Does he say anything?
who? D'Elia?
Logic.
A Logic?
Logic, does he ever say anything like? Does he ever have a line? Have you ever heard a Logic line that's like, "Oh shit"?
No, to be
That made
honest,
me
I don't
think.
remember anything that he says in that entire song. I don't remember anything. I just remember the fucking flow being really dope.
He really got overshadowed on that one. I don't know if it's really fair though, because it's like he's sharing his biggest criticism, evidently,
Yeah.
is his lyricism and his lack of bars and his lack of convincing wordplay, and he's sharing a track with like Eminem, who's arguably really only good at that.
Actually,
Like that's like
No,
his
M has
his
a good
strength.
flow.
Well, like what I'm saying is like his strength is literally in wordplay.
Yeah.
Almost like to a ridiculous degree. So it's like I remember that song and I remember liking it, but I don't remember anything that Logic did on it. And I don't hate Logic either. Like I think he's just like a dude who seems pretty chill. I remember he was in that one Rick and Morty episode that I can't stand.
Oh,
But,
arguably the worst Rick and Morty episode.
Yeah,
episode was
the
it?
Vindicators. He's in the Vindicators one.
He's in the Vindicators.
Yeah, you don't remember? Like it's that one where like it's like the Avengers parody and like
Yeah, I remember that episode. But who
and
was he in that
it
one?
ends. No, he's Logic. He plays Logic. It ends with a party.
Oh my
And
god!
Logic is playing, and he's like introducing Logic, and Logic starts rapping at the end of this episode, and that's just how it ends, and it's easily the worst. Well, I guess of that season.
Is it a coincidence? Do you think that's a coincidence? Do you think maybe
Stop.
possibly that episode would be better if he wasn't in it?
Stop.
No,
even
no.
Come
That
on,
episode-
leave him alone.
No. That episode.
That has nothing to do with
episode's-
him.
That hold on. That episode is just terrible in every.
it's a bad
conceivable.
episode.
It's bad, but yes, and he signed a fucking deal with Twitch.
Yeah, it's insane.
So I don't
Millions.
even-
I wonder
don't
how
even-
much it is though.
I'm googling it right now. Logic's Twitch feature includes what? Blessing rappers with free beats. So he's just gonna be making beats for people. That's kind of cool.
That's
I
actually
don't
hella
know-
fire.
That's actually really cool. That's so strange. I wonder what. So he's just gonna be streaming like mixing stuff, I guess. Like he's just gonna be like making music on Twitch, and then that's gonna be his.
Probably.
That's
I
gonna be his
imagine
thing, I
he's
guess.
gonna play video games as well because he's like a giant fucking nerd. Because I think
Yeah,
he's
he
I think
is-
he's like really good at Smash, isn't he? And then there's gonna like a scandal's gonna come out on him like pretty soon now.
Dang, let's not bring that up anymore, bro.
Because he plays Smash.
Yeah.
Guys, stop. Come on.
There's a correlation, bro.
It's not a
love that.
correlation.
Sweeney, I question you now too.
I've never looked at a child ever once. I've never once did it. I stay away from them. In fact,
Now you're overcorrecting yourself.
That's more suspicious.
That's way more. If somebody says, "I've never seen a child in my life," you're doing a very good job convincing people.
I don't gotta. I don't. So make
Well,
sure.
you're trying hard to convince people for somebody who doesn't need to convince
you know,
people.
just also, you know, don't forget the stream dropped. We're gonna put a link in the description.
We won't.
We will. But
You can do it. You have the login information. You're free to add it, but I'm not gonna add it.
fuck. All right. Well, I'll figure it out.
But yeah, so he's just gonna be stream. I hope he streams Metal Gear because he seems to be like a huge Metal Gear fan. He got David Hayter on his new album, which is like really bizarre.
I didn't listen
But-
to No Pressure. I haven't listened to his new album yet. Truth be told.
I haven't listened to it yet either, but I saw David Hayter tweet out like, "Hey, I'm on this track," and I was like, "All right, I'm curious." And I skimmed through it looking for David Hayter, and it's like it's literally just it's straight up just Metal
So
Gear.
he
It's
just does he do like a Solid Snake voice or what?
Yeah, he goes,
Sick.
Logic.
That's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. I like that.
I'm a little behind with Logic, but I'm definitely down to hear that. It's gonna be pretty dope.
Dude, that's the only
it's fun.
that's the only argument for me to be like famous is stuff like that where I'm like, fuck, dude, I can reach out to somebody and then they'll like there's a huge chance that they'll be like, yeah, I'm down. Like even if they don't fucking really know me, it's just like, oh, that's cool, I'm flattered, and then they'll just feature on something that you're working on.
That's
Get
fucking
Keith
dope.
David to
Yes,
to-
exactly.
And it always comes back to Keith David.
I mean, that's the person. That's the
It's
person that I would.
full
If I was big enough, I'd be like, I would reach out to Keith. I'd be like, hey, you want to give me a voice line? You want to give me a voice line for if I could get Keith David to voice Paul, I'd be fucking ecstatic. I'd be over
Holy
the fucking
shit.
moon.
No, that
That'd
would
be
be
crazy.
insane.
I would stop the channel honestly after that. Like I feel like
That's a
there'd
good-
be no reason.
That's good. Do
He
you
just
think you
yells,
could
Malboja?
Yeah, exactly? I was like, do you think you could actually get him to say it?
Malboja.
If he had a cameo, it'd be a lot easier. But like
that actually upsets me that he doesn't. I feel like we should probably, because I think he actively tweets. Like he's on some show right now or something, and he's always like, he seems like he's actively tweeting, and it's not somebody else on his behalf. And so I was thinking, okay, he'll probably see this if we get enough people to tweet and be like, hey man, get a cameo and start with that, and then we can start getting him to say some really interesting shit. Like, it makes, I don't know, it's so crazy that he's not on Cameo. Like, him and Morgan Freeman. I wonder if Morgan Freeman's on, but I doubt it.
No way.
But it's like,
he's way too big.
These people...
Keith David's voice is, it's like a generational fucking stamp now. At least in the last 20, 30 years. Everything you could think of, he's been a part of.
He really has been in, like, damn near everything, which is funny. Things that I didn't even... When I was doing, like, I was listening to one of his highlight reels, and there were so many things that, like, holy I had no idea he was in this, like, or I forgot, or there's a lot of stuff that I basically took note on, like, I need to watch this because Keith David is actually in it. I forgot that, because I saw They Live very young. I was very young when I saw They Live. I forgot that like, dude, like, when they're having the fight with him and Roddy Piper having that fucking epic fight, and like he tries to hit him in the nuts and stuff, and he's like, "You dirty motherfucker!" Like, it's such an iconic line, and it blew my fucking mind. I'm like,
such a good fucking line.
Yeah, I was
you
just like,
dirty motherfucker.
It blew my fucking mind because it's weird how much of he's a part of, I would say, damn near everyone's lives, and they probably don't even know it.
Dude.
Yeah, man, if I can get David Hayter too, that'd be like just the ability to reach out to those people and they'd be like, yeah, is probably like one of the best, one of the nicest things about being that what would you, I guess, famous.
Yeah,
you know what'd be crazy? What if you had enough money that you wrote a good ending for Halo 5 and you had them voice acted out for you?
I don't want to.
Like, you write out a good ending where Chief and Arbiter like sit down and have like a very sensible talk with each other, where they just kind of explain the bullshit that happened to each other.
Kingston, 5 would have to exist for me to write an ending.
You know what? You're right. You're very right.
And 5 doesn't exist.
Exactly.
So I don't know what it is you're asking.
So I didn't finish 5. Is Infinite?
You don't need to.
Does Infinite take place after 5, or did they just like, or did they retcon it out?
It's they're going the Doom 2016 route, where it's like it continues technically what the story was doing before in like on the PC versions and like the old school Doom. It's carrying over with that narrative, but it's also like kind of a bit of a jumping in point, like a spiritual kind of reboot almost. So it seems like they're just putting some distance between it, but all that stuff actually did happen, and I feel like it's going to be relegated to more expanded universe stuff more than something that you have to know. I guess we might as well segue into this. The Xbox game show happened, and they showed off a bunch of shit for the Series X or whatever the fuck. A bunch of weird stuff. I wasn't expecting a Fable announcement, but I was pretty happy about that because Fable is so weird.
That was interesting.
And yeah, and it's the guys who did Forza Horizon, which is like really interesting.
So I guess it's gonna look beautiful, and what? That's it.
I bet it's gonna be fucking gorgeous. Yeah, but like, I'm also just like it reminds me of it honestly reminds me a lot of what's happening a lot in the Sony ecosystem, where like, the Killzone guys went and made Horizon.
Yeah. And
like what is it? The people who made fucking Crash Bandicoot went on to make Uncharted and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It seems like they're letting their first party breathe a little bit, which is kind of nice. Because they don't typically do that. Usually they're like, you're making Gears of War for the rest of your life. And that's it. But I'm pretty pumped about that. They showed like Psychonauts, which I've been waiting for a really long time. But the biggest splash, and not in the way that they really intended, was Halo Infinite, because there's this one particular brute that's his name is Craig officially, according to the canon, I guess.
Craig?
Yeah, they named him Craig.
Oh,
because he's just this indifferent looking fucking monkey man, and it's it made me. I was so happy when I saw it because I was like, it was just so fucking weird looking, and it just made me smile in ways that I wasn't anticipating. I was definitely hoping that the game would look better, but also like that shit's funny, man.
Yo, he looks
that
so
image
disgusting.
That image is iconic though. Like I love that image. Like I hope that stays in. Like I want at least one brute to have a completely blank expression on his face.
He looks like a distant human relative. He looks disgusting. I was like, why does he look like that? It's like, why does he look so
Harambe,
fucking
actually.
sad?
I couldn't get Harambe out of my fucking head. I was just like, oh Jesus.
He looked like he dropped his ice cream and then Chief showed up at the exact same time. So he's just like, oh man, really?
There's something just so funny about, like, because if you watch it in slow motion, he's like charging towards Chief, and he's like stumbling, and he's got no expression, and then he reaches Chief. Chief fucking breaks his face in half, I guess, and he just falls to the side as if nothing happened. He's just like over it. He's just like done. Like he knew that was his moment.
He probably wasn't even dead. He probably just stopped fighting. It's insane.
It's so fucking funny.
He's like, I'm just done. Whatever, take me.
But yeah, so that was a pretty big little meme.
Yeah, took off quite a bit.
It took off quite a bit. They opened the show with it, which is like kind of interesting.
Which was cool. Avowed got me excited.
Yeah, Avowed that's going to be a huge one because that's an Obsidian. So if you don't know, if you guys are like not like familiar with this shit, I know this is kind of like inside baseball for like because a lot of people just play video games. They don't really care who makes them, and they don't really follow the shit. But Obsidian is kind of famous for just taking Bethesda's stuff and doing it better than Bethesda does. Like they literally just like they made Fallout New Vegas for Bethesda, and it was like way better than Fallout 3, and arguably I think most people would agree it's better than Fallout 4.
Yeah.
So people love New Vegas.
Yeah, I like Fallout 3, but New Vegas is a better game.
They made The Outer Worlds, which was like kind of like this whole thing that was like kind of lauded as this kind of thing. It's like, hey, look, they can do what Bethesda does, except not suck at it. And it was like received really, really well. A very short game, but I would argue it's pretty solid RPG. I'd recommend it. It's a lot of fun. You can play that game in any way you want. It's kind of wild. And now that team that does Bethesda's stuff better than Bethesda does is doing an old world kind of RPG. It looks like Skyrim with Doctor Strange magic. And the prospect of a Skyrim that's better than Skyrim is pretty appealing. Yeah, not gonna lie.
I hope the combat's smooth. That's about it. Or at least the magic is good.
Yeah, the funny thing is too, it's like the worst part of the Outer Worlds is the gunplay doesn't feel particularly good. And now like they're doing an old world RPG where they don't even have to worry about that.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think it has a pretty good shot of being like genuinely pretty fucking good. Also, just the Doctor Strange magic just looks cool in general. Like anytime you see somebody like trace spells in the air, it just looks fucking sick.
So it's somatic, a lot of it, like the symbols and shit.
Yeah, it's like symbols and like magic gears that are like twirling around your arm and shit. It looks really cool. Did you see the trailer for Avowed?
I personally
I've
did.
seen them, yeah.
Yeah, it just looks really cool. It's just like art from an art perspective. It looks cool. Yeah, and then they ended with Fable. A lot of people have been asking me about like Halo, and I think I might make like one last video since we're post. We've already seen it. I think I'm with most people where it's like I was hoping it would look better, but I think it's taking all of the right cues from the right places. It has the openness of CE. It has the villainous focus of 2. It has the sandbox focus of 3. It looks like a blending of like everything that I would want, really. And Halo's never really been like a fucking looker anyway, so I'm pretty excited to see how it plays.
I mean, Halo 5 looked good. It did look
except
pretty
Halo
good.
5 sucked.
It sucked, but it did look good. Like I'll give it respect where it deserves respect. But there's not many places.
That's my association. That's my association.
There shouldn't have to be a trade-off, though. You know.
That's true.
That's true.
I think
there shouldn't.
I have problems with Halo Infinite's trailer, but only because of the fact that 343 has fucked up so much that I just expect them to fuck up again. And I feel like every time they do something new, they're just gonna fucking shit themselves.
That's kind of the thing. It's like the expectation is that they're gonna. I get that. I kind of feel that too, where it's like my hopes aren't super high, but I think it's going to be a fun game. They've never made like a bad game. They've always just like tried new things and not done it well.
I think Halo 4 is a bad game.
Halo 4 is not a bad game. I hate it.
I hate Halo 4. That game's gameplay is bad.
That game's got 9 out of 10s.
Those are by stupid people.
I mean, maybe, but like
fucking idiot. That made me so mad. That made me so mad. You said,
but it's not objectively a bad game, is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like, I don't like the way it's designed, and I would have designed it differently, but I don't think it's objectively a bad game.
You give stupid people too much credit, Chris. Like just because stupid people enjoy it, man, that's not a good. It's a shitty bar to set where it's like, yeah, these idiots enjoyed it, so it's fine. I'm like, nah.
No. I just think I think from like a quality standpoint, it's like a solid sci-fi first-person shooter. It's got a really nice ending that I really like a lot. That's kind of undid entirely in the next game.
I mean,
but
you mean the part when Chief ascends and he evolutions farther?
No, that part was stupid. But the ending when Cortana dies is fucking great.
That was such
it's like really well done.
Yeah, damn it.
It's a good game, man. It is. It's not my favorite. It's actually the one I hate the most. But you know, that's just kind of a testament to that series. It's like the one that I hate. I can't even really say actually is a bad game, even though I hate it. Fucking genuinely.
Like,
with a passion.
all I gotta say is that look at Chief's evolution scene. That scene fucking ruined the game.
It's really
for me.
stupid.
I was like,
really
what,
dumb.
is he going Super Saiyan? I was like, what is Chief doing? He looked like someone was pulling him by every fucking individual limb, and then he lit up and he turned into the same fucking person. And I was just like, what the fuck is this?
It was really
just
stupid.
a waste of time.
It was easily the stupidest fucking thing.
It was so dumb.
So what if in Halo Infinite, Chief takes off his helmet and he looks in the mirror and it's that fucking brute?
That would fucking kill me.
The fucking brute.
That would kill me because I'd be like, what? He's been a brute the whole time?
I hope they go back. To because Halo Combat Evolved. They did this thing where the legendary ending was just a complete fucking joke.
Yeah.
Like if there was a legendary ending, and at the end of Halo Infinite, you take your helmet off, and it's fucking Craig. I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna be so happy. As long as that's just like a fuck around, that's awesome. I love that.
That would stress me out too much. Because
Nah,
I'd
that
be
makes me
like,
smile.
what?
I hope they commemorate that brute, man. Like he's so special.
It would be
Like,
a good.
everybody loves him.
I wish
good
they
poster.
did an ending. I wish they did an ending for for this Halo where he lands on the Traveler. That'd be fantastic.
That's disgusting.
That'd be fucking crazy. I'd be like, oh shit, they're doing it. They're finally doing it for me.
But yeah, I don't know. I like. I actually controversially like a lot of what I saw from a gameplay perspective. Really, the only things that I really feel like they need to work on are like the textures and the lighting. Really, like because like the lighting's really. I know there's like a full day-night cycle, which is kind of neat, but like, you know, maybe showcasing the game off in like actual direct sunlight might have been like a better call. Because everything looks good until it's like obscured in shadow.
Some of the gun designs
noticed.
don't look too nice to me, I think.
I don't know.
The shotgun looks kind of weird.
The shotgun looks really generic. I'll say the shotgun. The shotgun's my least favorite.
It looks
design
fat. It doesn't even look like the original shot. It just looks fat to me. And then I think it's the Mauler, the fucking Magnum with the big ass bullets.
Oh, the nail gun, yeah.
Is it a nail gun? Really?
It looks like a nail. I don't know. I know what you're talking about.
The slug shooter.
The cylinder.
Yeah,
the cylinder one.
that one didn't look too nice to me. I didn't like that there was an automatic DMR. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, this is not.
It looks cool.
It looked cool and it was used
cool.
cool, but it was like, I was like, why is it automatic? I was like, why is this a thing?
I don't know.
It's
a lot
not
of
gonna
that
be
stuff
bad,
is just
though.
like I have to play with that stuff to really understand like whether or not it's good or not. The only thing that I know needs to be worked on is the texturing and the pop in. Like there's too much pop in. Like you just see too much clouds popping in, and it's awkward and it doesn't look good. But the prospect of an open world Halo ring, just like ODST or like the first couple levels of Combat Evolved, seem really enjoyable to me. I'm all about it. I like that the villain feels like a fucking comic book villain. I love it because that's like a lot of
over the top, right?
Yeah, I love it. It's just like leaning into like the pulpy kind of sci-fi nonsense. Because like a lot of fucking Halo is like that. Like I feel like they got further and further away from that as the games went on. But like Halo 2 has there's a parasite that's straight out of Little Shop of Horrors, and he fucking talks like a Dr. Seuss character. He talks in fucking rhymes, you know? And in fucking what is it? Halo 4, you got that the Didact talks in like Shakespearean soliloquies. All that shit's fun. I love that shit. Over the top.
I liked it. I don't know. I feel like Halo progressively
set a fire in your heart.
Got more macro.
It.
It got more macro because like the villains got bigger. This is the Covenant. Then it's the Covenant plus this interdimensional creature. Then it's back to the Covenant again, and this creature. Then it's we're fighting an angel. Then it's
now it's just Monkey Man. Which I'm happy about.
Yeah, it got smaller and more intimate, which I like.
I like that. I think that's the appropriate place.
I don't like that the brutes aren't like really furry or have like the little like they don't have really much of the rhino design they used to have. But I'm also okay with that at the same time. I'm like
they look too much like you guys ever seen that cereal box with the gorilla on it? The memes. Hold on. Oh my god. Fucking. Let me see if I could Google this real quick.
Fucking.
He looks sad. He looks sad.
Cereal.
It's hilarious.
If you Google gorilla cereal meme, you'll see it.
Gorilla cereal meme.
It's called Gorilla Munch cereal. And
gorilla cereal meme. Oh yeah, that fucking the Jimmy. He's the fucking the Jimmy's gorilla, right?
Yeah, the Jimmy's gorilla. All I can think about is that thing when I see Craig, and it does bother me that it's weird that the brutes don't have hair anymore and that they look. But also, I guess the reason it doesn't bother me as much is just because the brutes have changed most throughout every like they've never looked the same ever. Like they're so inconsistent that like another inconsistency is just like that's just what these guys are. They just constantly change based on what the game demands.
Yeah, it's
almost like an inside joke.
Hoping the next one they look like flaccid penises or something.
I hope the next one they look like dogs, like straight up like fucking dogs.
Like just adorable golden retrievers.
But they're fucking they're like yelling at you and trying to kill you, but they're so cute. You knock the helmet off of one of them. You knock the helmet off of one of them and you look at it and it's so cute. And you're like, what am I about to do? And it tries to kill you and you do it like you kill him on reaction and you just feel bad about it. Like how Ellie should have felt every time she killed somebody in Last of Us 2. And it's just fantastic. That'd be great.
We've got a lot of I feel like so here's the issue with today's episode. We got a lot of questions, but they were all kind of terrible. They were all I'm gonna be straight with you. They were all like really long and and they all kind of bordered on the same thing. It was all just like very edgy. What would you do with a dick or something like that? Just like shit like that where it's like okay. So I don't really know how to go about this because there's not much left to talk. Oh wait, Joe Rogan. I completely forgot about Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
Fucking Joe Rogan. What is he? You found this, Derek, right?
Oh yeah, because
what did he say?
Joe Rogan is trending on Twitter once again. It's probably like once a week because of somebody he had on his podcast or something he said, and then people are freaking out about it. And Joe talks about playing video games, and essentially he thinks he technically thinks they're bad because he doesn't do anything. He says they're a waste of time. And out of technicality for him, that's very true because he would spend hours a day just playing Quake, like Quake Arena. Like fucking, to me, what the most upsetting thing about this entirely is just that it's Quake is the game that he decided to just get addicted to. I understand back in the day when you'd have like LAN parties and shit. Because, like, that's how long ago it was when he first got addicted to it. But now, even up to day, he's like, oh, yeah, let's play Quake. And I just imagine, like, the people like Jamie and people around him like, oh, fuck, man. There's way better games we can be playing. Who fucking cares about Quake anymore? Like, I haven't... If somebody asked me to play Quake, like Quake 3 or Quake or anything, I'd be like, dude, like, fuck you. I don't want to know you. Like you and I are not.
Holy fuck.
We're not compatible at all. Like if you think I want to play Quake with you, what the fuck's wrong with you? So it's kind of weird, but it's also a lot of people seem to be getting upset because of him saying that. But like this one person says, Joe Rogan has been playing Quake for 20 years and has brought on pros and devs as guests. His comments come from a place of being borderline addicted to video games more than anything. If you're going to get mad at Joe Rogan, there's better stuff to choose from. So that's basically the defense of like, hey, he's not necessarily trashing them, but they've just been like I guess, a detriment to him because he doesn't really get the value that we get from when we play games.
I mean, he's the most successful podcaster on the planet,
Right?
That's very true.
and he's wasted his life on Quake. I feel like
You could do worse.
I don't know if
things in
that
your
really.
life.
I don't know if that math really.
It doesn't make sense at all, right? Because
You
of how
could do worse than
insanely
that,
successful he is.
significantly.
He has an insanely successful company called On It, which sells like kettlebells and fucking stuff, for energy and shit.
Yeah, it's a bunch of Gwyneth Paltrow stuff, basically.
It's like the male version, right?
Yeah.
Because even like the kettlebells have like fucking chimps on them and shit. It's like a chimp's skull. It's like so you're I'm not even making this up.
Are you serious?
I'm not even making it up, dude.
That's
Like,
so fucking obscene. Of course,
buy-
Joe.
Oh my god.
Yeah, when people say that he's fucking Oprah for men, like they're not joking. Like that's a very accurate thing to say.
Yeah, it's totally accurate.
Yeah.
That's so fucking funny. Yeah, I didn't know he owned On It. He owns On It.
He owns a part of it, like a large part of it.
Oh, so he's like an investor.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say an investor. Like he's like very much involved in the products that they put out. Like say if they have this brain thing that's supposed to be this
Alpha Brain.
Alpha Brain. That's it. He's very much like paying attention to what's in it and the ingredients and stuff. And he's like, oh yeah, this is clinically proven to this and blah blah blah. So he's like balls deep. So I think he owns like a large portion of it, but not fully. He might even just be a partner. Yeah, but Alpha Brain reminds me of that one that InfoWars would sell because I would see Paul Joseph Watson pimping
Oh my
it.
god, I fucking remember that shit. I forgot what it's
What
called.
was theirs called? Paul Joseph Watson Brain.
Oh my god. Fuck. Hold on.
It was. I don't remember what the hell it was
Fucking
called.
InfoWars. What happened to them? Are they still around?
Well, yeah, they just got
It was
fucking
Brain Force.
Oh, Brain Force. So it's like
Oh my god.
Alpha Brain versus Brain Force.
Who will win? They should have a Quake. They should have a Quake championship between Brain Force and Alpha Brain. See who fucking wins. I would play. I would probably. If Joe Rogan asked me to play Quake 3 Arena, I'd probably play Quake 3 Arena.
Yeah, I would
with
not.
Joe Rogan.
Dude,
I would just be able to talk to him. Actually, I would do that. I'd be
Quake
like,
is a classic arena shooter. I love that
yeah,
shit. I haven't played
it was
Quake in a
fun
long time though.
back in the day. Like I had fun playing Quake 3 on PS3 actually. They had the they ported the Quake 3 to it and I was like this is really fucking fun. And then I just couldn't stick to it cuz I was like there's better shit out there. I just want to be real guys. I'm like there's better shit out there. It's fun for its time, but I can't imagine playing it nowadays.
You could play The Last of Us Part 2 instead.
Yeah, that's
dude. You can play. Let's not make fun of that game anymore. I've made fun of that game so much. I was literally talking about that game for like 3 hours on stream. How much is this like? It's just
shit.
There's just so much shit they could have done better. And I myself, who have no background in the game design or storytelling, should not be like this could be so much better.
Calm down, Tom Sweetie, and take your brain force.
You gotta take your Brain Force, dude.
I'm good, man.
You just need a little bit of alpha force, and you'll be all right.
Alpha Force. Fucking Chad my brain up real quick.
But yeah, you said what happened to InfoWars, man. You don't remember them fucking Alex Jones getting yeeted from all the major platforms? You don't remember that?
Yeah, I forgot about that shit, man.
Yeah, that was like a couple of years ago.
He scares me, bro. Alex Jones' passion scares me because it's almost aspiring seeing someone that passionate about shit. That's
I can
just
agree with
insane.
you. One thing that I did
me.
agree about that is that how much he at least appears to care about the things that he talks about. Because I was like, I don't really know anyone that really cares. Like most people are very, what would you call it? Cynical, and they're very, what's the word? What's apathy? Apathetic? Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
apathetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most people
Like,
don't
they're
really
just kinda
care
like-
about shit,
Yeah, just
which
like,
is true. And then, like, when you're not apathetic, people make fun of you for it. Because every time I talk about something I care about in front of my friends, if it's not, like, wholeheartedly seriously, they shit on me. And I do
That's
the
so
same
true,
thing to
though.
other people. Like
That's very true.
There's been times where Jalen was telling me shit that's pretty serious. And I was like, just shut the fuck up. Shut up. You stupid bitch. Stop being a pussy. Just shut up. And he just walks in his room and is like, I can't even talk to this guy. Like it's not like this is not even like a person I'm speaking to. And every time I talk about something I care about, Chris is like, dude, you're so stupid. Shut up. And I'm like, this is like a good thing. It's like a
No. Because you always come to me with stupid shit.
No, Chris, even when it's serious shit, you're like, dude, just shut the fuck up. I do the same thing to you. Don't get me wrong.
Do you remember fucking yesterday he comes in, I don't even remember what the argument was because I couldn't even believe that it was happening.
We were talking about So what happened is a regular occurrence in this house is we try to decipher the differences between pails, pots, buckets, pans, and...
No, you do this. No one does this with you.
Chris is lying, okay? Chris definitely takes part in the... Look, you say you don't do it, but then you take part in the deciphering of which is which. So I was trying to figure out if pretty much a spoon is just a really small pan.
Oh my God.
That is the... If you're a heroin addict, sure.
No, think of it like that. What the fuck? It's not a pan, then. It's still a spoon.
I hate all of these. It wasn't even this conversation. This is an old fucking thing.
Which one was it today?
That you keep rehashing.
We were talking about the window, right? We were talking about the window, and if you're looking through a window, are you looking at the window?
Yeah.
Not exactly. You're not exactly looking at the window. You're looking through the window at something else, though.
What the hell are you... Wait. What's the argument right there? What's going on?
If you're right up against the window, right, and you're looking through it, at something else, are you looking at the window or are you looking through the window?
You're technically... It really depends on where your eyes are focusing.
But you can't really... Nah. You're right, kind of, but I'm saying you don't see the whole window. Therefore, you're looking at a portion of it. You're looking at the glass.
But that's the thing. It's like, for some reason to you think that you can... in order for you to qualify as looking at something, you have to be looking at the whole thing, which I think is just really weird.
Yeah, that's not like...
That you
I'm
specify,
looking at...
Look, think of it like this. If I'm looking at a building, right? And, like, what are you looking at? Oh, looking at that building. Oh, you mean the side of the building there? Why not the side of the building? There's parts to specify which part of things you're looking at. That's why they're specified.
But you don't need to be so autistically granular about it.
I'm not even being granular. I'm just giving people all the information they need to be able to help me with whatever I'm talking about. If I have a glove on my hand, I'm looking at my hand. They're like, why are you looking at the glove on your hand? Someone would say that.
No one would say that.
Yes, they would. They'd be like, yes, there's a glove on your hand. Why are you looking at the glove like that?
No, people were going to be like, why are you looking at your hands?
Like, is there something on the glove? People are going to see the glove first instead of my bare. Like, is there something on the glove that you're looking at?
No, that sounds like tism to me, bro. That sounds like big time tism
to me. You're being R-worded right now, Chris. You and Derek, you fucking hard R's right now.
No, man, not even. Like, because I would say, if you had gloves on and if you were looking at your hands, I would say, why are you looking at your hands? Like, I would not.
I'm like, are you all right? What's up with the glove? Is your glove
would
too
have
tight?
to be detached from your hand. It would have to be, if you were holding a glove and staring at the glove, then I'd be like, why are you looking at the glove? I wouldn't say.
In your hand? I would not say that. Glove on your hand?
That is tism. Like,
that is not tism.
Yes, it is.
That's being specific. It's not autism.
That's what tism is, bro.
No, it's Derek. I can't believe you just said autism is being specific.
Dude, people are very hard focused on certain issues when they're on the spectrum, certain things. That's why a lot of times, like, from what I understand, a lot of artists, like, say, I know this autistic artist.
She's artistic and autistic?
Like this, I know this autistic artist. He actually, that even used to be his handle on Instagram, and he's just, all he does is focus on art, and he's incredible at it. I just know that that's one of the things. I don't know the entire spectrum of all that stuff, but I would say you're kind of, the way that you're explaining things makes me think a little.
It's weirdly hyper specific in a way that nobody communicates. Nobody communicates like that.
All I'm saying is that if you're looking at something through something else, you're not exactly looking at that thing. I guess you fucking tiny minds could probably say, but you are technically looking at it, but no.
No, I said it depends on where your eyes are focused, because I could look at my reflection in a window,
but you're not
or I can look past it, and my eyes are focusing on what's outside.
You're not really looking at the window itself, though. You're looking at your reflection.
Well,
No, the conversation started because I was looking at the window. And you said, "What are you looking at?" Because you thought I was looking through it, and I said I was just looking at the window.
Oh, yeah.
And you
Okay.
disagreed with me. You said that I wasn't looking at the thing that I told you I was looking at.
You weren't. You were lying to me. I don't know why you were lying to me. I don't know why that was a necessary lie
was.
like that.
Why is he lying?
Why? I don't know why. That's why I'm confused.
I was looking at the window.
Who the fuck just looks at a window?
Because I was just fucking eating and I was waiting for the fucking thing to load up on the TV and it was taking forever and I looked outside and then I didn't see anything outside, so then I looked at the window.
So then I started looking
because there
at
were fucking smudges on it.
You were looking at the smudges on the window. You weren't looking at the fucking window.
Oh my god.
Dude, that
You
is-
were facing
dude.
the window. You were looking toward the window, but the window was not what you were focusing on. You're looking at whatever was on there because it's fucking see through.
Kingston. If you put your hands in your pants and you shat all over your hands and you put your hands in front of your face, are you looking at shit or are you looking at your hands?
Whichever one you're focusing on.
Oh my god. Kingston, you're looking at your hands. You're looking at your hands and they're covered in shit.
You put your hands in your pants and you shit all over. What kind of fucking demon does that? That's how you can tell someone's possessed. That's how you can tell someone's possessed or an alien's in there if they shit on themselves willingly.
and then they just stare at it afterwards too.
That is fucking insanity. That's fucking insanity right there. I shit on my hands sometimes for no reason at all.
Just watch it. I just want to see what
watch
happens.
It. I just watch my hands after I shit in them.
That's a whole different psyche that you have to evaluate.
You're just broken.
Honestly.
You're broken at that moment. You got to get refurbished. You got to get sent back and redid and then brought.
How do you feel if your cat did that?
Shat in its hands? Well, cats don't have hands. They have paws. My cat had
they do have
hands. I'm already fucking confused. Why does my cat have hands?
You just translate it to a cat's physiology.
Nah, man.
Physiology.
You just have like a cat sitting, because cats can sit straight up, right? Cats can sit like people sometimes. So what if you just saw your cat sitting on a couch or whatever, and it just shits on the couch, just flush against it,
and then
it just puts its hands in it and then looks at its own hands.
Do you remember that episode we were talking about cat be gone? You remember that?
Which one?
Yeah, the cat be gone.
Yeah, I
What's
think
cat
that
be
would be
gone?
That's exactly why you would have that.
What is cat be on again?
It's a gun.
It's a fucking
It's a gun. It's a gun that makes
Billy
cats
Mays
go away.
sells you a fucking
cat be
Magnum
gone.
or
Oh
something.
my fucking. I mean, I would have one of those. Cats are fucking. Cats suck.
Cats are great.
I like cats, but
Sure.
I like cats. One of them just so something happened. There's like a kitten hanging out in our backyard. It's probably like a month or so old, and then my mom was like, "Oh, poor thing, probably got detached from its mom or something happened." So then she got the cat in the house with some chicken. I'm like, "Hey, come in, cat," and then it hid in the house for 3 fucking days, and it was like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, is this cat alive?" It was pretty fucking stressful. I was thinking like, oh, am I gonna find a cat rotting at some point? Because it just didn't come out. It was like, thank you for the chicken. Now I'm gonna fuck off somewhere in your house. You're not gonna find me,
Now I'm gonna fucking loiter somewhere you can't fucking find me, bitch.
dude.
It's so cool. They're like fucking Splinter Cells.
They're fucking amazing at stuff because I searched everything where it could possibly be, and then 3 days later, it casually came out and just was like, "Oh hey, what up?" And then it's like, I'm ready to leave now. I've never seen that type of behavior before. Where
Did you guys get rid of it?
it's back outside, so now it's like, if it wants to come around again, put some water and some food out for it, so it can just be like the local cat. But we're not gonna be like everybody. A lot of people in this house, we're gonna be leaving at some point. I need to figure out, say by the end of the year, exactly where I'm gonna be moving. But I'll stay in somewhere in the area, but. This house, we're gonna do something with it, so it wouldn't be smart to like take it in and then somebody has to have a cat, and I'm like, fine, I don't have time to have a fucking pet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Especially
yeah.
cats. Cats are fucking the worst pets ever.
I love cats.
I had one good cat ever in my life, and it was a really good cat. It was like a really dope creature. I was like, I respect you heavily. I would fight wars for you. But then every other cat I had was just like, just a shitty creature.
It's
just
just
a
like
shitty psychopath cat that was probably fucking like, probably who invented ISIS. Like, those cats are the worst. They're probably the ones who fucking instigated the creation of that shit.
Well, you have to remember something that animals have mental health issues too, and so it's very easy, especially since there's so many of them. You can easily get the one that's has mental health issues, and you just think that it's cats are pieces of shit, but it can just have some type of chemical imbalance in its brain as well. Because we had a dog that had fucking like memory loss, where it was cool. And then it would like forget who the hell you were like pretty soon after, and it would be kind of like afraid. And this dog was a puppy; it grew up with us, and so it was like, what's going on with Shiloh? Shiloh's so happy and like, hey, what's going on, everybody? And then soon after, it's like kind of looking at you like, who the fuck are you, type of thing, and then kind of walk. It was like, whoa, dude! Like I've never seen anything like that before. It was crazy.
It is pretty wild. Like I had a dog a long time ago that was a simp.
What?
Yeah, he was mentally ill. He was a simp.
I fucking hate you. I hate you. I hate
He would
you.
he would take my money. He would reach into my wallet, take my money, and like walk around the neighborhood and give it to all the women.
Oh yeah,
and wait for yeah. It was pretty wild.
We were bringing notice to the fact that animals can have mental disabilities.
I
was gonna say some fuck
genuine.
shit. I was gonna say some fuck shit. I was like, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna let Derek have his moment where he's gonna talk about this thing that's actually kind of sad. And then your fucking stupid ass just ruined all. Oh my god!
This is a real thing. I'm being honest with you.
simp.
Imagine calling a dog a simp. Some guy driving by in a Volkswagen Beetle, rolling his windows down, screaming "simp" at dogs. Simp.
Oh my god!
There's nothing. There's nothing funnier than dogs doing dumb shit, man.
Bro, there was
I saw my dog polishing a shotgun and blow its head off. It's fucking the wildest shit ever.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I'm fucking sure. I did have my friend's husky. She Mishka, that dog made me uncomfortable because I think it was literally simping for me, because the dog would just stare at me, just but in a way that it was mesmerized. It was like, all right, dude, I think your dog wants to bang, and I'm not comfortable with this at all. Like, I've never seen a dog have those type of eyes before, where it's just staring at you like it's like literally how a simp would stare at fucking like Belle Delphine or something. It just, I didn't like it, dude. I didn't like it at all.
I mean, first of all, you're in California and you have a husky, so you're already fucking with that dog heavily.
Well, look, those dogs
should not be here.
I agree, but also
they can't
some
live
dogs
here.
can adapt very well, as long as you don't keep them outside to where they're like, "Hey, fam, it's fucking hot. Can you do something about this?" But,
just shave your husky.
Well, yeah, you can. Huskies are the type of dogs that you actually can shave down, and also they shed a ton when it's when the winter's out. Huh?
Bro, it's insane. My friend's husky would shed like pretty much all of its hair. It would go from like having a ton of hair to like none, and it's like shit.
Yeah,
this
because
dog
it's like,
is
fam,
crazy.
it's fucking hot. Like I need all of this gone. This hair is for me to chill in the fucking snow in the coldest part of the world, where like I can't. Why are there humans that are stupid enough to live in Siberia? You tell me that. You tell me that there is no reason to do that anymore.
There was food there once upon a time, and it got stuck. I guess they're like, we're just here now. Fuck.
There's towns in Siberia that are, it's the coldest places on Earth, and then there's some of the worst places in the summer because they're in the valley, so it's like all fucking swampy and shit when everything melts, and then there's no air getting to any. And I was like, why would you choose to stay here when you can just move a few hundred miles closer to Russia, like where like real Russia is? There's no, I don't know, man. The people are fucking. They're
I mean, that just gives you an idea of how much they don't want to be close to Russia, right?
Look,
like they'd rather live in a swampy, frozen valley than be anywhere closer.
Look
to fucking Mother Russia.
Think of
Yeah,
it like
maybe
this,
that's-
guys. Think like this. People live on volcanoes in Hawaii.
Yeah,
Like
that-
those are
yeah.
just straight up volcanoes that have enough runoff for people could be on, and
Dude, do
people
you see
live
those-
there.
Do you see
And
those
it's just like,
volcano
what?
rivers that are just? It looks like the video's being fast forwarded, but it's
Oh yeah,
not.
yeah.
Like
Yeah, it's like a really quick, like hilariously fast stream of lava, just like and molten rock, just like splashing down a mountain at like Mach 10. It's really
It's insane.
It's really
dude.
scary.
It's so fucking like I can't believe those are real.
I bet that shit's probably pretty hot.
I don't even. Okay.
I've
Okay.
thought about like, I think that would be one of the best ways to kill yourself because you're going to melt immediately.
No,
You're gonna hurt.
feel it
You're
for a
gonna
while.
hurt. You're gonna hurt
I
because
don't-
you're gonna be set on fire, and you're gonna be set on fire
Your
quickly
brain,
all over.
your brain would probably boil pretty quick, I guess. But
No, the
I
thing
think
is
if you
that
went
before-
head
before
first, you would
before
die,
you would
like,
get
in
to it.
a
Before you get
second.
to it, you'd be on like before you're even near the magma, you'll burst into flames, and that's gonna hurt for like a lot for probably a little bit, and then you're just gonna be gone. By the time you hit the lava, you're gonna probably be dust already. You're probably gonna get fucking Thanos.
You know what you should do? You should like butter yourself up in Crisco or something.
Oh my god! So you turn into a fucking Human Torch. Into Human Torch, you try to fly away from the magma afterwards. This is the catalyst I needed. I needed to be set on fire to unlock my true power.
Would you for $1 million?
No.
Somebody made like a metal fucking surfboard that floats. Would you surf that river for
No.
$1 million?
no.
I have.
No.
I'm not the kind of person that. I'm not the kind of person that constantly tests death. I've played around, hurt myself too many times. Be like, yo, I lived in New York City where people get hit by cars all the time, and the cars don't slow down when they see people. I understand that death is quick and close, and he's just chilling, waiting for you to slip the fuck up, man.
Yeah. A volcano is just too much for me. Like I don't need. Lava is so intense, and like whenever you surf, even if you're like an amazing surfer, you're gonna get fucking wet, right? So water is splashing on you, even if you're a good surfer. Which means like if you're surfing across like a lava lake, lava's gonna get on you whether you're a fucking immaculate surfer or not.
Chris,
and I don't need
also,
little
lava's
drops
just
of
straight up not water. Lava's a different. Lava is liquid solid.
bro. You're going to get lava on you.
You're just
is what I'm
gonna
saying.
die. Something's gonna happen.
Even if you granted the hypothetical scenario of you like even surviving while you were surfing on the lava to begin with, there's going to be like little splashes and little bubbles of lava, fucking flying out, popping all over the place, getting on your leg, digging into you like your body's gonna become like a worm's level. Like by the time it's done,
you're
Worms
just
level.
you're just gonna
it's just
be
gonna have little things like dug into it, craters missing, fucking. Just you're done, man.
I remember when I first realized that really hot rocks turn into lava. I was like, what are you talking about? Rocks can deal with infinite heat. Rocks are just always rocks. What do you mean? And then I saw a volcano erupt and I was like, I will never test the planet ever again. I'll never disrespect this organism ever again. Because that shit is insane. It turns rocks into wet rocks. Liquid rock. What the fuck is that?
Liquid rock is really, that's just so fucking scary. That premise is really like I think it's something that like a human brain
Struggles.
struggles to like we understand it, but at the same time it's like it's still kind of alien.
It's like space.
even think
it's
about.
like space does. Like we get space, we don't really get space, you know? You're not gonna
Yeah.
get it until you encounter, like, until you're out there and you're like, oh, this is a different game. This is a
Who was it that we were
different
talking
ballpark.
with? Was it were we talking to Whiskey about like how like and this is something that I never thought about, but I guess that's true, where it's like if you're in space, you're in a complete vacuum, so like if you're in like a spacesuit or something and you're like facing the sun, the front of you is like really hot, but like the back of you is like insanely cold because the back of you is just facing the cold vacuum of space.
That's so insane. That's just so comedic that exists.
Well, yeah, that's why. Yeah, those suits they exist to regulate you, so you don't just fucking,
One or
you
the
don't
other.
just die of those extreme conditions.
Also, you're getting hit with straight up pure radiation. When you're in space and you're in direct sunlight, that's just straight radiation hitting you.
I would love to just look at the sun in space.
just go
unfiltered.
blind.
No
just
atmosphere.
Go fucking blind and die. I'm pretty sure they have what you call it. I'm pretty sure they have like shaders on the suits to make it
of
so
course.
you don't
Because-
look at the straight up sun and go fucking blank.
Because the idea of just like, oh, just close your eyes when you're facing the sun, that would be like really bad design.
That shit don't work. That shit don't work. You'll still feel it.
They just tell you to close your eyes.
When you drift looking at the sun, make sure you close your eyes.
That'd be
What
such
are you
a, like,
telling me?
that's probably how it was in the 60s when they first like went to the moon. They're like, we're not sure how this is gonna
When
work.
they
so.
allegedly went to the moon.
Buzz Aldrin comes home colorblind.
That shit is so fucking
Probably
insane, dude.
so tan he's fucking black. He's just
Comes
like,
back as a black person. You go up to space, you send a whole white crew up to space, and you come back, and they're like actually black people. Like they're not like just darkened people. They're not just darkened white people. They get out the.
fucking have
They
black
get out.
features.
They get out the. They get out the fucking plane. They get out the fucking spacecraft, and they look like Wesley Snipes. Like they're fucking black men. Like that's.
They have new IDs.
No, they don't have new IDs. They just space
they do.
space turns you into a black person because it's
So-
all black up there. You go up into space, and as you leave the atmosphere, you start liking chicken and hip hop more and more.
Oh my God.
Every sphere
See,
you
he
go
just
through,
went
and you just
somewhere.
start becoming more of a black person.
oh
That's
my
so
God.
stupid. Everybody loves chicken. Except vegans, except those fucking monsters.
Yeah, they're
start-
not people.
You know what's
Yeah,
really
so-
terrible? My girlfriend's on her way to becoming a vegan, and it's like, what's happening to you?
I can't.
Oh, that would be it. That would be
It's
it.
like it's healthier, and it's like I guess, but like
I
it's
can't
also
accept that.
super processed, and like I can't do the whole vegan thing, man. I like
you can't let her do that. First off, that is just
Yeah, I'm
insane.
not gonna
You
let her.
Stand up.
Exact.
I'm just gonna
Yeah, you do-
only want to eat meat when I'm around her, and I'm like I'm sorry. I'm like if you become a vegan, I'm gonna become gay. So go ahead and go ahead and use this decision to radically change my life. Go ahead and fucking radically change my life, you asshole.
If you eat no meat, I'll eat more meat in more ways than one.
I'll face someone's fucking pelvis. Go ahead and change my life.
Oh my God. And I bet you both of you really fucking stubborn, so she's just gonna be eating cauliflower, you sucking cock. It's gonna be fucking ridiculous.
That is the most insane shit ever, man.
Like you guys won't let up. You guys aren't gonna fucking let up. Like, no,
Nope.
you're gonna cave
Nope.
first.
You're gonna you want to bet? You want to
Several dicks in your
pops
head.
the dick out my fucking mouth like a fucking ice pop that's run along the side of my gums? Want to bet?
Anyway, speaking
Let's
of
get to these
space-
fucking questions, dude.
Wait. I think one big thing that we forgot to even talk about, since we were talking about space, is that the Pentagon is dropping even more hints about fucking aliens being real.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So what's that? What was that? I didn't actually catch up with any of that because I just assumed it was bullshit.
Okay,
But-
so I love UFO shit. I love this stuff, and I've been listening to people for a long time, and I even remember specifically Canada and Mexico. And for some reason, the United States wanted to stay out of this. The United States and Mexico, their government had conversations like on a type of congressional level about extraterrestrial shit that they find, and we just sweep it under the rug. So now the Pentagon is starting to slowly unearth things that they found, like a UFO that just doesn't make sense. It can't pilot how we understand physics. And they were like, this isn't made, like, this isn't human. Like, they're finding shit that just doesn't make sense. And my thing is, I always thought this was interesting how our technology has advanced. I'm like, okay, dude, something's not adding up to me, where we went to analog to all these insane chips out of nowhere. And I was just like, I feel like something was found. And then they studied it and then understood it. It wasn't just discovered because it was too big of a fucking jump. And I feel like this is the type of shit that we're talking about, man. Like that they're finding some weird ass shit. And it's not even, we don't even have to get too crazy and go like, oh, extraterrestrial. Just like even thinking about when we go back into like the Egyptian times when the pyramids were built, where even to this day, they can't figure out exactly how they did it. And it's like, okay, something weird is happening here, where we're too smart to not be able to figure out how the fuck they did this, because
yeah.
and then there's other documentaries that come out and it's like, oh, it turns out these civilizations way older, they had these type of tools that we thought that like they never would have had. And so I think we're just starting to figure out the world is way wackier than we thought, and
listen here, you fucking skeptical nigga, all right? Listen here, right? With your fucking the planet's fucking cool, full of all these cool things. Look, that shit is not helping me survive. Fuck aliens, all right? Fuck aliens, fuck extraterrestrials, fuck UFOs. All that shit is just shit I don't need to worry about right now, all right? That's like problems for like fucking several generations down the line, all right? I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna get some pussy, all right? Fuck all that other shit. All of it can disappear. Fuck the sphinxes. Fuck the pyramids. There's a bunch of dumb niggas that made the fucking pyramids. All those pyramids. There's a bunch of stupid ass motherfuckers. Fuck the pyramids.
What is wrong with you? Where's all this hate coming from?
So irrational. Like, I understand. Look, I understand pussy is insanely important, but I feel like aliens
It's
would
not
be able to.
insanely important. It's the most important thing.
I feel like aliens would be able to help us obtain pussy even quicker.
Is this really how this conversation
Yo,
is evolving?
honestly, if aliens can help me get more pussy, then I'd be like, wow, aliens actually aren't half bad. I would change the tune of my horn. I'd be like, you know what? Maybe they ain't all shit. Maybe we shouldn't kill all of them. Because, like, look, this guy, he just here helping me get pussy. Like, he ain't doing nothing wrong.
Yeah,
Sure,
fundamentally insane.
sure, I don't let him in my house. Sure, I don't let him walk around and talk to my kids. But, like,
Yeah,
I'm
you're gonna
getting
be
pussy from this guy.
You're basically gonna be like the white people that took advice from like the Mac Daddy black folks, the ones that are like all smooth and cool, calm and collected and shit. They're like, I need to up my game, so I'm gonna reach out to these Negroes. And but they can't be. You can't. Don't talk to my family. Do not step foot in my house. This is just purely business.
Well, the thing,
Is this the movie Hitch?
Well, the thing is this, all right? I'll stand by this. A human looks like a human, you know? A dog looks like a dog. Canines like canines. But aliens, they don't look like me. They're not from my rock. So I can't fuck with you, man. I can't. I'm sorry.
But you don't know that, my nigga. They might be walking amongst us already.
And if they walking
looking
amongst
like
us
us.
and they disrespected me and not telling me, they're not even truthful with me, bro. That's so you got the game fucked up, man.
They're not
You got the game
truthful because
fucked
they
up.
know how you're gonna. They've seen human civilization. They've seen how, say, Chinese niggas will go to war with each other when they're all the same people.
Yo,
It's
that
like,
shit is insane, bro. China's been fighting itself for so long. And it's just like,
forever.
bro, y'all gotta chill.
I mean,
You gotta chill.
That's been happening forever. Like,
Yeah.
even when the Irish came to
Oh
America,
yeah, you
and they-
Irish niggas. Fucking go eat your potatoes, you stupid white nigga. I'm like, whoa.
You white nigga.
they literally
Fuck you, you white nigga. Fuck you.
they literally described like the Irish as swarthy.
Fucking dirty white people. They call them dirty white folk. It's like, what's wrong with y'all?
No. They called them swarthy.
It's
They
like
called
sickly,
them
right?
Colored.
Really?
I wasn't fucking
Yeah.
around when I said white niggas, man.
They called them colored
Yeah.
because they tend to have red hair sometimes. That's why they call them colored.
No, it was just.
It's just-
they literally. So they referred to the Irish as swarthy, right? And swarthy literally means dark skinned.
Irish
just-
people?
Yes.
Dude, that's just how hateful some people were. They're like, I don't like these niggas. We're gonna figure out something we could say and get people on board. Even though they're infinitely whiter than us, we can't trust them.
Yeah, it's literally
Yo, I don't
just
get
like
that.
you are different.
Yo, Irish people are some of the whitest humans.
Oh, they're like porcelain. Like,
I think it's
fucking-
Irish, and then when it goes to like the Nords, like the fucking up top, fucking real pristine,
Yeah, the Scandinavians and shit.
like those Netherlands white people are fucking white. Like I had a Swedish girl in one of my classes who was so white and blonde that she was actually just gorgeous to me. I was just like, I don't even think what you have is beautiful, but for some reason on you, it's beautiful. You look like a European depiction of perfection to me.
Yeah,
Like a literal angel.
Like, I don't like that. But for some reason on you, it makes me think I should like it. Therefore, I'm stupid for not liking it.
I like it. I mean, I like a fucking God. I like a lot of shit.
I'm into pretty much everything. I don't really like super white people. You know, I feel like it just clashes with me.
He hates him. He hates white people.
I don't hate white people. Chill out. I've been in way too much white pussy to hate white
I've read
people.
What about what about that book that you keep on your table in your room that says "I hate white people" and every page is just hate scribbled in with like various types of pens.
If someone had that book, I'd be like, bro, either look. So first of all, if you write a book before you take action, you're a maniac. All right, like a book is like the ending of the tale where you're like you've already had your fucking journey and you sit down after your journey and you start scribbling down what you did. So the fact that if someone hates white people that much and they haven't taken action yet to alleviate the problem that they hate, I don't hate them. The problem that they see, then it's pretty nutty.
This is like when somebody goes like, a friend of mine is having this problem.
A friend, one of my friends really hates you fucking blue-eyed demons, right? And let's say he wanted to eradicate all of you. How would he go about it? And he's just standing there with the angriest face on, staring at this man.
Jesus,
what would you do?
Oh my god, just a mess.
Yeah, the whites are fine, man.
They're fine.
They're fine.
Everyone's fine for the most part.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. Like, say, I never. It would never be my intention to go out of my way. Like, I never like went out of my way to be like, oh, this white girl that's blonde or whatever. But like, say, like you said, when one kind of comes around, you're like, holy shit, look at her. Like, what's going on here? This is a little different. And
I think it's just my contrast. That's why I like it. It's like I must have it.
I actually don't think I've ever dated a blonde girl, actually, ever.
Really?
I've never dated a blonde girl. I've slept with blonde girls. Never dated one.
Not with like a not. I've dated girls who have dyed their hair blonde.
That doesn't count. That does not count.
But that doesn't count.
Yeah, doesn't count.
I think. Yeah, I don't think I've ever. I don't know.
I've mostly only dated girls that are very ethnic, so like none of them have ever had blonde hair. I've usually just dated like
to me,
Latinas.
it's very regional. Where the fuck I've like say, especially 10 years ago, I actually lived in the same place I do now. And so it's just majority black women around here. So that was like, all right, that's what's up. And so I would just date around. Found some really beautiful black women around here that were fucking chill as shit. But, like I don't really have a preference or anything. But, yeah, I think people because of just circumstantial of when my YouTube channel took off, I happened to have dated 2 European women, so they were like, oh, this guy just likes fucking white girls. And I'm like, well, I lived like fucking 3 decades almost before I started this channel. Like, like you don't know shit about me.
No. You don't exist until you've you exist when you're on YouTube, and that's it.
Right?
That's everything before
I
it
was
doesn't
fucking
count.
bored when I got 100K. Yeah, so it was kind of weird, but I remember seeing. Okay, so I was doing one of those Instagram Q&As, and this chick, she was like, oh, do you like Europeans? And I looked at her profile, and she's just the hottest blonde, blue-eyed. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, and Keith David's voice, I was like, I must have this.
I must have this.
I must try.
I must try. And that shit, I'm like, and then I was thinking in my head, too, I'm like, fuck, dude. People, now, this is just going to solidify this shit. This is going to solidify people that are like, oh, yeah, this dude just likes European girls. That's it.
Dude,
shut the
just
fuck
do
up.
your fucking thing, man. Like, I don't got time for that. Like, I'm taken. I'm out of the game, and I'm probably going to stay out of the game forever. So, for me, just go and just do your thing. Have fucking fun. Because I'm like 26, and I'm probably not going to date anymore.
The world is over, man. It doesn't matter, honestly. The world's ending.
You might as well get what you get what you want.
Yeah,
so that
guys,
goes to everybody listening.
Everyone
get
has
what
a
you
preference, like people have preferences, for the most part. We all have like at least an emotional preference. Maybe some people have physical preferences, and it's nothing wrong with that. It's just your preference. I don't
agree.
think anyone should shut out other groups, but everyone kind of has a preference,
I agree. I think you're limiting yourself when you do that.
Yeah,
I agree. The only preference I have is I just want to die in a hole. Really?
That's
like the
I
only
want to die
preference
in a
that I
lot of
have.
pain, but like that's my preference.
I don't want to die in a lot of pain.
A lot of pain real fast though. Die in a lot of pain real quick though, like real fast.
I want someone to find me in a hole that is like perfectly my shape, and then just be like, "What the fuck? He dug this exact shape." And I'm like lying down in like a really strange pattern, like a really strange pose that like someone wouldn't expect anybody to like.
How about I
completely lay down
fucking
and die
send
in.
you to fucking Siberia and then you just die in snow and you'll be frozen in like the perfect mold.
You know what's
No,
crazy?
I want people to find me though.
Oh.
Like put him in a hole his size upside down and it starts raining. So you just can't get the that's it. You're out of the game.
That is fucked up.
Like,
that is
I'm
wild.
gonna
That's like
die.
medieval. That's like medieval torture
The
shit.
best possible outcome to get out of there is you start digging your hands in the wall and then push yourself up a little bit and then do it
Did
again.
you remember? Have you ever? What is it? The Bronze Bull?
What?
Do you know what that is?
It sounds
Like
familiar,
is
but
it like
I don't
the
know.
Iron Maiden, I guess?
It was so the Bronze Bull. It was called the Brazen Bull, and what it was basically like this brass, like hollow bull. It was like a sculpture of a bull, and it was hollow, and they would put people in this brass statue, and they would set a fire underneath it, and they would like melt the people in
That's
there, and then they
right,
would
yeah.
scream, and then the screams would come out of the bull's mouth, and it would sound like a bull.
That's right, yeah. That's fucking
Like-
so gnarly.
Dude, the fucking sheer metalness of that is just out of this fucking world.
That is so fucking
they
monstrous.
They would melt people to make funny sounds.
That's so fucking. That's demon shit.
That is really like out of this world level.
That's
like holy
that's
shit.
like some D&D, like what demons and devils would do to humans and fucking other humanoid creatures for kicks.
Yeah, some people figured out some really fucked up shit. You know what trips me out is the Aztecs. They figured out to make a whistle that sounded like somebody screaming to death. And then so it was the war cry, the Aztec death whistle. When you blow on it, it just sounds like someone's like a chick is screaming in agonizing pain. I'm like, how do you figure out how to do that? How do you figure out to make this contraption where it's like, yeah, this sounds like a person dying. This is awesome.
You know what happens?
those are the great ancestors of the people in class who like really sit in the back and like write a bunch of poetry in the notebooks.
It's like it's so weird. It's so weird because like I think of like I'm not shitting on Japanese culture at all, but like it's the idea that like Japanese people now are like known to be like relatively socially awkward, like can't really talk to girls. But once upon a time, they were literally fucking like undisputedly ridiculous warriors. Like to the point that it's not even that. Like even World War II, like World War II Japanese people were fucking monsters, bro. We couldn't beat them in fights.
The legends of them
we just couldn't go to like we would land on like places in the Pacific and try to go toe to toe with Japanese and we would just lose. Because like these motherfuckers were samurais.
That is such a stupid task. I'd be like, no, give me my gun from yards away, please. I don't want to be anywhere near those
No, dude,
guys.
they would have guns too. It'd be like
they're probably pretty amazing.
We would meet them on the beach, right? And we would try to scrap with them with guns, and we would be fighting them with guns. But then some of them would get close and just be anime cutting through people, and it'd be like, what do we do? These guys are too quick with their swords. We gotta bomb these niggas. We gotta irradiate them. We got.
They would it was an ancient Japanese tactic, right, where they would if they ran out of arrows, right, they would take guns with bayonets and use them as arrows, and they would shoot guns with bayonets at people, and then they would put bombs in the guns, and then people would pick up the guns and explode.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah, that's not real at all.
So
Like,
fucked
I was
up.
like, that's a little
it's not real.
elaborate.
Imagine it had like a little sign over it that was just like ammo in this gun. You're like, oh, thank God. You're gonna pick up the gun and you blow the fuck up.
That's like some Acme shit. I was like, sounds like Looney Tunes.
it's just the American soldiers, they're just fucking Elmer Fudd's. They just fall for like just basic shit. The Japanese paint a tunnel onto a mountain, and they all fucking
Run into it and break their fucking faces.
they all single file run into it.
They're all running.
They look at all their dead friends like piled up against the mountain. They just look around and they just go, must have been the wind.
It must have been fucking pulling out that stupid yikes sign before they fall to their deaths.
Oof. You pull up an oop sign and you fall, you explode when you hit the floor.
They tumble off of mountains and then they hover there for a second and turn to the camera and go, oh. Man.
Fucking cherry bomb.
I'm never gonna see Betsy again. Phew.
Betsy.
Doof. Fucking little
Or Mary
smoke
Sue,
cloud.
whatever their stupid names were back then.
Oh my
They're always
God.
Betsy, Betty, Mary Sue.
All I gotta say is
Betsy,
that
Betty, Boopy, Boppy, Boopy, Bop, Boop, Bop, Boop, Beepy.
all I gotta
Whatever the
say,
fuck their
all I
names
gotta
are.
say is this: humans in general, we're nowhere near the warriors every single one of our ancient groups used to be.
Oh yeah.
It's
insane.
insane.
I mean, civilization
Civilization
is
has made us
kind of
soft.
a pacifier. You
It's
know,
made us soft, which is kind of a good thing, because, like, man, I would hate to be scared of, like, it's gonna get dark now. They might take my wife and children and kill me.
I certainly wouldn't want to exist in any point in time that shares the brazen bull as a punishment for really anything. Like, I don't.
I'm happy I exist
That is,
now. I'm happy.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm happy. I'm happy I missed out on that particular. I'm happy I lucked out and like ended up in this time period.
Yeah, we
And,
are very lucky that we're not in any of those weird times.
Boopsy just wrote in.
Oh.
Says, hello, people. As it's basically halfway into the year and so much shit has gone awry, what's one of the best things that has happened this year, in your opinion, be it games, comics, movies, TVs, or personal life events? Trying to shed some light here. It's not a bad question.
The best thing? Man, for me, well, Donny Cates is writing a fantastic Thor run of comic books, so that's pretty dope. What else? Games have been pretty good this year, I guess. It's been pretty slow, actually, so now that I think about it. It's been a really slow video game year, but I'm pretty sure at the end of the year
Understandably,
it's gonna-
though, you know.
I mean, yeah, I get it. The whole world's fucking kind of scared about breathing in front of each other, so I feel ya. But movies, nothing really came out this year.
Movies, nothing.
Yeah.
Like, nothing. It's
Nothing.
literally
Yeah.
just it's Sonic the Hedgehog and Artemis Fowl are the only movies that I know came out this year.
year. So I'm saying I'm gonna go with comics has been pretty dope. Some good music's come out this year too. 2020's did some pretty dope hip hop. So music and comics for me.
Doom Eternal, man. Doom
that
Eternal
was this
is
year?
like the best thing that's happened this year.
Right before the quarantine, actually, Doom Eternal and Animal Crossing, probably the two biggest
Yeah,
sellers.
March.
Yeah.
Oh, there you
the
go.
end of March or
There we
like
go.
the beginning of March or something like that.
Mhm.
That was like that was pretty. It was a pretty good start, I would say, to a horrible year.
It's like
Right.
when you go up on a roller coaster and it's really cool, like really like nice, like raise, and then at the end everybody falls off the roller coaster and dies.
Dude, it's fucking. That's basically roller coaster tycoon, where you would just build half a roller coaster, and as it like starts going up before it descends, you just stop, and then they just all fall off one by one.
Fucking
I want a
fantastic.
realistic roller coaster tycoon where like you could build half a roller coaster, people get on it, and you can hear them whispering to each other in line about like, is this safe? Like, it doesn't look finished. Is it supposed to like go to like it just like really realistic? Does it go up to that unfinished part and then go back down? Is
Yeah,
that what,
it's probably like
the
a
concept
reversal
is?
or something like that. Because they wouldn't
Yeah.
just kill us, right? And if so, why would it have 5 stars on Yelp? Why would this place have 5 fucking stars?
It'd be so amazing. And then you'd put them on the roller coaster, and then they'd fly off, and then they'd plummet, and people would scream. And then they'd be like, and then there would be like, all the people in line would flee, and then there would be a memorial service, and people would leave flowers at the roller coaster.
And then people would come back the next day
They
to
would
do
come
it
back
again.
the next time. They
To
would
do
come
it
back
again.
immediately.
If there's a developer out there, please,
I would
please
play
develop.
that way too much.
That
It
would-
was
Even if it's just this specific one gameplay scenario, I want to see this video game.
I played
I
Roller
would
Coaster
love
Tycoon way too much already. So with fucking realism would make it fucking moist. That'd be one of the best games ever made.
They wouldn't just let people. I mean, they wouldn't just let people ride this if it was this unfinished, right? Like, surely, like,
It has to be something else to this ride. It can't just be a incline to a imminent death fall, right?
if people died on this, they could be sued. Like, they wouldn't just put themselves in jeopardy like that. Like, it'd be. I'm sure it's fine. Like, there's no way it's as dangerous as it looks. It's probably
This
part of the
place has been
excitement.
open for fucking 10 years. Like, we would have heard something about this by now, right? Right?
This premise is awesome.
I want it. You know, somebody could probably just make it because I'm seeing
Yeah, somebody could just mod it into a roller coaster tycoon.
like
game,
for real,
probably.
like somebody. This could happen, man. I was actually talking about the best things that have been happening this year. There's somebody that's been working on making a Mega Man Legends, like a like a updated graphics version of it. So he's just doing it by scratch, and so it's taking it forever. And so far, I was just looking at like what he's gotten done so far, and it looks amazing. And I'm like, dude, why won't Capcom do that? But my whole point is that if this guy can do that, I mean, definitely somebody out there can make a quick roller coaster tycoon. Just make some decent even if it looked like fucking PS3 graphics, I'd be fine. I'd be like,
you could just do a mod, man. You could just mod the real game. I'm sure.
I mean, you can. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that hard. I'll do the voices.
Oh my God.
I'm sure we would all do the voices. We would give you the voice line.
I like it.
I would love that so much.
Oh my God. I'd play the fuck out of that.
Those sim games are so fun, like deceptively like enjoyable.
Yeah,
I think people just like playing God, really.
basically.
I mean, yeah, duh.
You ever play that game Black and White?
No,
what is that?
You literally are God in that game. So it's like kind of, and then depending on how you act, your hand, because pretty much you only see your hand in the game. Your hand turns like demonic or like into some good regular fucking hand, just depending on how you treat the.
Was either demonic or the hand of the all-loving white man?
Yeah, and
Nice.
it's I think it's just like, but it's not people. It's like if I remember correctly, I think it's like you're dealing with like animals and shit. If I remember correctly, it's like almost like a prehistoric type of thing, and they're kind of like, I think there might be humans in it, but it's been so long ago since I've played it, but I just remember there being like these weird giant like hybrid type animals or whatever, and then I think maybe there were villages. It's been too long, but I just remember being like, why would you be nice in these games? That doesn't even make sense to me.
Why would you be nice in the game?
That's boring. That's so boring.
I remember.
Why would you be
I remember this one
nice?
game that I used to play a decent amount. I think it was on Xbox Live Arcade. It was called From Dust, and it was like this really weird God game where you would just like sort of lead these like tribes people around, and you would like reallocate. You would like move water and move sand around, and it was inexplicably kind of good. But I just had like really vivid flashbacks to that. God games are fun. They're like they have like a weird niche.
You ever played that fucking fighting game, Fight of Gods? It's on Steam.
Oh, is that the one where you play as Jesus?
Yeah, you can play
Oh
as
my
all
God,
the
where he has
gods.
the fucking, where he has his hand still fucking nailed to the cross.
Yes, yeah.
Oh my God, that game was like, what the? I saw that shit and I was like, I can't even play this. I was like, I can't even play this, dude. Like, I can't. This is. It looks kind of cool though.
Oh God, this fucking religion is bugged. Fucking Jesus is stuck in the T pose.
Why is Jesus so fucking overpowered, man? He fucking has to confirm off every fucking hit. So stupid.
Gotta nerf Jesus, man. Yeah, there's that game's pretty cool.
Nerf
Jesus.
This fucking Jewish guy is way too fucking strong. Please patch. Please.
How am I supposed to? How the fuck are you supposed to counter Crown of Thorns, dude?
It's like,
How
it's
the,
like
he combos off everything.
There's a whole YouTube community based like just dedicated to like this game, and they just constantly like make complaint videos about like, God damn, dude, fucking Jesus's Crown of Thorns is just too unavoidable. They really need to fix the hitbox on it. It's unnecessarily screen dominant.
Like literally. Like, look how good he is. Like, come on, man. You telling me I'm supposed to... How can I go? How can I fight this? Some guy screaming it and just going ham.
It's just Tyler 1 screaming.
That would be
I hope,
fucking
I hope this
priceless.
game gets like a little uptick in sales. They're like, oh shit.
Yeah, I hope so.
This
Is it still on Steam? I remember
Yeah.
it being like banned or something.
No, it's still there. It's still there.
Nah,
It's like
it's still there.
$15.
Okay, that's good.
$15. Anybody want to get it? And fucking, we'll see you in PvP. Let's go.
All right. Mr. Huge wrote in. Just Mr. Huge.
What part?
He says, you get to go on a date with one fictional character, no one voiced by Keith David, in parentheses,
Okay.
so you can't pick a Keith David character. Who would you all pick?
I know
As
who
a
Derek is
fictional
going to pick
character.
already, so...
Yeah.
You know what I'm gonna pick?
Yeah.
You guys,
Tali,
am,
right?
am I that fucking predictable?
Tali.
Is it Tali?
I mean, yes, but I was gonna try to introduce a little bit of comedy, and but yes,
I just stole the wind out of his thunder. He just fucking yanked the cord out of this fucking cancer kid's fucking body.
Yeah,
Ripped
I was,
him.
I
Just
was
fucking
calculating like the stupidest answer I could think of, and like, oh yeah, it would be Tally. God damn it!
Of course it would. You want to clap those fucking blue cheeks.
Bro,
Is she
I
blue?
want to annihilate Talizora. Like, as a fucking... She's got hips for days. She carries...
God.
She wields a shotgun. She's fucking just an expert on techno... And an expert technician. She can build you a ship while she's popping that pussy, man. Like, you tell me what's better than that.
Honestly, she sounds like a good buy, honestly.
She sounds fucking awesome. She's socially awkward, which is adorable.
Just adorable.
All that nice shit in the video game. You put all those little things together, and this is fantasy, obviously. This is video game shit. So yeah, if we're talking about fictional characters, I would definitely bend her over and fucking break her.
Oh my
Well, you
God,
probably couldn't
all right.
even. The way that her feet are designed, I don't even think you can break her back. She has good support. I'm just saying.
Oh my lord, you're fucking.
I'm just saying.
I mean,
Chris, what about you?
fuck. I really don't know.
I'm telling you.
I really think.
I know a freaking Serena from fucking from Skyrim. Oh my god, I'd fuck that vampire pitch the whole. I'd fuck her all.
All right. First of all, this is date.
Oh,
This is dating. By
I
the
would-
way, this
I
is
would-
not.
I
This is not
would-
a one night stand.
I would.
That the
I would
question is.
look like fucking Smeagol by the time I'm done with that bitch. I'd be fucking. I'd be done. I'd be dead.
He'd be fucking emaciated.
Fucking emaciated. Just fucking. I can only move my wrists and my neck. That's it. I'd be fucking broken.
Jesus, that is some hardcore fucking dude.
I would be fucking broken, bro. I'd be fucking. They'd have to patch my body, bro.
Jesus Christ. I mean, I get it. She's nice. She's nice.
Serena is the fucking.
Especially
homie,
when you're modern, her tits are just flopping around.
I haven't modded Skyrim because I like the way the game plays naturally.
Oh my god, you fucking missing out, bro.
I don't-
fucking
dude, everyone keeps
oh,
telling
there's
me
titties
that.
flopping everywhere. There's Spider-Man spiders. I mean, come on, dude. Like,
What?
yes, the spiders in my game are Spider-Man. And they're all awkward and shit. They're like, hey, Spider-Man. It's fucking great, dude. It's great.
Oh my
my
god.
fucking Lord.
Skyrim Spider-Man mod.
So good.
What is that?
I love Skyrim the way it is. Like I don't think it's gonna be bad.
Oh, you see, look at him. Are you looking at
Oh
him?
my god, is it in the
This
chat?
character model's amazing.
Is it in the chat?
if you Google I'll save an image and I'll put it in the chat. But if you're listening to this, just Google Spider-Man Skyrim mod. I know I've seen this before. I just
Just got a
I needed a
good
refresher.
reminder. Yeah.
Here it is.
It's so good. They're like, they're so awkward.
Oh my
It's fucking great.
god!
They're so great.
Oh my
yeah.
lord, that
Oh my
shit
God.
that shit
That's
put a
awesome.
smile on
Dude,
my face, man. I'm
Like
happy
Sween,
now.
you have to go to, because the great thing is that this Bethesda, you can mod on the consoles now, like on fucking Skyrim and Fallout. Like, you should definitely take advantage of that.
Oh my god! I guess I'll put the big titty mod in tonight and I'll fucking play with
Well,
the big
okay,
tit out.
you can't do the tits, unfortunately.
What
The
do you mean?
Tits are for the PC because the consoles don't want you to get too crazy. You know what I mean?
What are you
they
talking
put
about?
they put Bethesda has approved mods for the consoles.
That's so stupid,
PC,
bro.
yeah,
so
I mean,
stupid.
I get it, dude, because in fucking PC, there's literally mods to sexually assault women. Like,
Dude,
it's
there's
not.
mods to fuck the dragons. I've seen that, and I was like, God damn, people need to calm down.
They can't have that on the consoles.
I mean, hey, they could if they wanted to.
I mean, they could, but I think Sony might fucking ban them after a while. Like,
Some
hey,
people are
we can't-
cowards.
it'd be
Some people
over.
are
It'd be over
cowards,
so
bro.
quick.
That's all I'm saying, man. You gotta embrace the whole world, not just parts of it. You know.
That would be lovely, but yeah, that's why I got the PC, just so I can enjoy the other stuff. Where now Tally, she's looking like she has a gorgeous face, and it's not mysterious anymore. I play the game enough to I'm like, oh hell yeah, fucking Liara's all just naked walking around all casually. Fucking Miranda with her fucking juicy ass is just
You're just perpetually 13.
yes,
You're just the
because
thirstiest, and I respect
I've-
it, bro.
I've played it so much normally. Now it's time to fucking just be a massive pervert. Like, that's what mods are for.
I guess, and it's all mods.
That's what mods should be used for. Titties.
I imagine the first mod was probably a fucking nude mod. I bet you could probably search
I'm
that.
sure.
I feel like it was. I feel like the first mod was
that's definitely the first thing I did to Resident Evil. Like the second I got
Jesus,
it.
dude,
Like,
fucking.
the first
Claire
mod definitely was
looked
probably
juicy.
just a fucking nude mod of Lara Croft. Like I'm pretty sure
that was definitely
one of the first
that
ones.
definitely exists like 500 times over.
That's probably real. I
they were
probably
like,
met-
That's
let's just
definitely
see-
100% real.
I want to see her fucking sharp angular
that
tits.
was that was one of the first mods, I think, actually. Like that was one of the first real Tomb Raider mods ever. I'm pretty sure. Like that was like that was a big rumor, wasn't it? Like there was like there's like a nude you could play as Lara Croft nude in Tomb Raider.
You're right.
I don't think it was real.
I feel like I heard about
I don't
that
think it
when I
was
was
real.
little, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I don't think it was real, but like they definitely made it real.
Totally. There was the. All right, let me see if I can find some nude ones of her fucking polygon tits.
Oh my god!
I'm
sure it
fucking
exists.
sharp tit, fucking Lara Croft.
I want to see some sharp nips, bro. I want to see. I don't know if I can find that because
I'm sure you can.
I mean I probably can. I just what would I put in naked triangle?
I think I already found it.
Nude? Did you?
nude mod Lara Croft PS1.
Okay. Oh, that's much smarter.
Ew! This is like regular Lara Croft, like a real woman's body. I don't want to see that.
Yeah,
gross.
see, that's what I just saw, and I was like, that really upset me. I'm like, I don't need to see like
Oh, man.
real.
Nah, look.
Oh, you found it? You found it already? What the fuck is this? I don't like
Oh
this
my
at all.
god! Could you
That's
imagine?
terrible.
Could you imagine being excited to see this?
I honestly, yeah, I can.
As a
I
kid,
remember that-
I
can't remember. I can't remember looking at things like this and like, oh, that looks good. I would just
kid,
think,
I
oh,
totally
this
would be
feels
like-
fun. I don't think I remember. Just look at them. Look at her
Oh.
tits, bro.
Dude, when you're a kid, when you're a kid, anything fucking does that shit. Anything.
Yeah.
Like you just like, oh, is that a bikini? That's like literally just a bikini was like probably enough when you were just a fucking kid.
You know, I'm
Dude,
not acting like
you're
it's
just
not
like,
true.
oh,
Did you
That's
guys play?
true.
Did you guys play DOA? Did you guys play Dead or Alive?
Of course.
I never played Dead or
I
Alive.
played Dead or
no. My
Alive.
parents wouldn't give it to
I
me.
played
The
Dead or
first
Alive
one.
for the exact reasons why everybody played Dead or Alive. Like I
The
didn't like that
first
game
one,
at all.
It wasn't the best fighting game, right? But
But
their
them
tits,
yitties.
if you moved 1 centimeter, their tits would fucking slap around the fucking screen. Essentially, like you
it was
didn't have to
fucking
like
glorious.
do anything.
Like on purpose.
They would, if you crouched and then once they stood up, their tits would almost slap their foreheads. Like that's how
Dog,
much
it
they would
was-
fucking.
I fucking
bounce.
love Dead or Alive. I love Dead or Alive just for
That's so
that.
stupid.
Just for that fucking those gross reasons.
Oh, speaking of that, because you're talking about like, the rumors of Lara Croft being nude. There was the rumors of Dead or Alive beach volleyball. Where like, oh, if you do this specific thing a bunch of times in a row, then they'll get naked. I remember that being a huge talk of the town. Like, I was like,
huge. You got so impassioned.
it was people were trying so hard to unlock this thing, and I was like, you guys really think they're gonna? Because I was like, I don't think that's in the game. Maybe it is.
Yeah.
What if it is? What if I missed out? What if I missed out?
Yeah.
Maybe, man.
All right. We got one more question.
Okay.
What is this? Wait, hold on. Before what is this vampire bitch that you mentioned?
Serena. Or
from the-
Serena.
From the what is that?
From the Dawn
Dawn
Guard.
Guard
Yeah.
mod. I mean,
Yes.
DLC.
That was my
Oh,
bitch.
yeah.
That was
Okay, I
my
get it,
wife.
yeah.
I think the dad was hotter though.
The dad
Dad?
The dad was kind of thick, especially when he transformed.
When he transformed, dude,
He
he's
had them
beefy.
cheeks, bro. He had them cheeks.
Serena looks not terrible, I guess.
She looks like a bad bitch, bro. Who'd you choose, Chris?
That's not terrible.
I like that lioness that would and that guy would like pal around with her, and then I would because if you kill that guy, she won't talk to you anymore. Like she won't. So you have to stealthily murder him, and then she just for some reason forgets he ever existed.
Wait,
and
in
then
Skyrim, really?
yeah, so she's in Riften. You know the what's her name like Mjorn something. She's the lioness, and then that fucking guy is always around her. That simp.
Oh
And
my
like,
God, I know you're talking
I
about.
hated him.
That's simp.
I fucking know you're talking. Yeah, he's a piece
Yeah,
of
and
shit.
I was like, get this fucking simp out of here. But then I ended up isolating him. I don't remember how I did it, but like I made sure I kept restarting the game until I fucking killed him by cutting his head off. You know when you do that nice like spin,
Yes.
and then I fucking and then she just forgot he existed. and then I don't remember if you can marry her or not, but I definitely that was the whole point.
Oh my god! I remember I forgot who I killed. I think in Skyrim the worst thing I ever did was I made sure I got some person. I got like a guard in the middle of the freaking town, and I somehow shot him in his head, and then blew his body up, and everyone was just standing around looking, and I was just like, oh shit, and I walked out of town and no one did anything.
No.
There's been times where I've beat people up so much that they stopped fighting me back.
This is such a this is a 9-year-old conversation.
Like they just didn't fight back anymore.
The worst
They were
thing I
like,
did in Skyrim was
I fucking love it, dude.
You know, what was the craziest thing that happened to me in that game? I was in Whiterun, slaughtering everybody. You know, it's always fun doing that. And I couldn't believe this happened. Towards when you start going into the villages, there's a cow. Like, you'll see some cows and shit. So then I accidentally killed one, and my bounty lifted. It said, all witnesses killed. And I was like, the cow was gonna fucking narc on me? I killed it, and my bounty dropped. I couldn't
It
believe
was
it.
a talking cow.
Was that?
Maybe it was a talking cow. Maybe it was like a wabbajacked person.
Oh my god, it might have been
Oh shit!
the
That's
fucking
interesting.
wabbajack, man. That fucking that shit is only. I wabbajacked a person into a dragon once. I was like, what the
that happened?
fuck?
God damn.
I was like, what is this? How is this worse? I wabbajacked a fucking Daedra into existence. I was like, what is going on?
That game's so fun, man. It still has
classic.
value.
It's still a good game, man. All right, what's the last question, Chris? Let's hear it.
Barry B. Benson wrote in.
Barry.
He says, hello, Zerg, Terran, and Protoss. What
Wait.
ticks / what?
Wait, who's who?
I think I'm Zerg.
What do you mean?
I'll be fucking Protoss all day. Those are fucking cool.
I didn't play that game, so I'm,
Yeah, I mean, I get it. Yeah,
Yeah,
No, you're
I
not.
feel
I'll be Barry B. Benson.
Nice.
This is my question.
My question to you.
What ticks or habits do you have going about everyday life that makes you worried for your own sanity? I tend to have intricate conversations with myself out loud, thinking I'm talking to someone when no one is there. That is concerning.
That's much more of a not common thing at all.
I definitely have conversations with myself, but I'm aware that they're conversations with myself.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm aware of it.
Yeah.
Talking to yourself out loud is not that uncommon, but he thinks it's somebody else.
You know what's a fucking... That's fucking scary.
Ew, that laugh. That laugh was fucking... That brought me back to 9th grade from hearing all my friends' awkward laughs.
Tits.
You know what really became a habit of mine, which it wasn't a habit at first, but then I started mimicking people that did it, so now it's a habit. When I get confused, I scratch my head sometimes, actually. It's like, this isn't real, but I do it all the time.
Oh yeah, you adapted that. Like, I totally understand.
It's
It's
like
like assholes looking at their fucking wrist when there's no watch there, like when they're trying to oh, look at the time. Like, I gotta go.
And you start doing
Yeah.
that shit, and you're like, what the fuck? I've never had a watch on my right arm. Why do I keep looking at that arm?
I can't
What
think
about
of
you,
anything.
Chris?
You got anything, Chris?
I'm trying to think. I'm sure there's hundreds upon hundreds of them, but I'm having a hard time distinguishing whether or not they're ticks or habits,
Yeah.
or whether or not they're normal. Because I feel like I do, I will just have conversations with myself in the shower. I will. I'll do that. I'll just be like, what's gonna happen today? What's the point? What's the point?
Fucking maniac, dude. Oh my god.
It sounds more depressing when it's written out, but it's not the tone of it's just a lot more just what the fuck am I supposed to do today? But I don't know. I think that's really it. I know this might be a little bit weird, but I have to, for some reason, I have to turn the shower on whenever I'm using the sink for some reason.
What?
It's a little weird.
I don't know. I don't know. If I'm in the bathroom at all for any period of time, I need the water running. I don't know what it is.
That's a little weird, yeah.
It is a little weird, yeah. I don't know what it is.
Another one I have is what you call it, that face. Like when something weird happens and you make that that like weird face where you kind of smile and like hide your lips. You're just like, oh, that's kind of weird. I make that face now, and I didn't do it when I was younger. I would just be like, oh, that's weird, and I'd walk away. But now I've seen people do it in movies so much that I mimic it.
You mimic things from fucking TV like you're 6.
Yeah, dude. Some things, it's fucking weird. No, but I've been mimicking them for years. So probably since I've been 6, I've been mimicking things from TV.
That's so fucking terrible.
Yeah, man. The world is night. The world is dark and full of terrors, man.
There's probably something that somebody could tell me, like someone that has lived with me, and they would tell me, oh, this is what you do. It's a little weird and concerning. Because I'm trying to think of something weird. The only thing that I've noticed is, especially with living with, I like, the only thing, it's not even weird, it's just I like my toilet, the toilet seat to be completely down when it's done. Like, you know, where you can sit on it. You know how some people would sit on top of it before, like, whatever they're doing to prepare. Maybe they're grooming themselves. But like when I'm finished using the toilet, I like the top thing to be down, closed. And I've noticed a lot of people, they just keep it up. And that's the only thing. It kind of annoys me. I don't know why it does, but I just like, I'm like, I just close it. You're finished. So just close that part too. Like I almost feel like it's just kind of like it's almost like leaving a door open or something. I just feel like, man, just close it. I think that's probably like the only thing I can think of that's a little.
That's not even that weird.
Exactly. Really. So I'm trying to think of something that's like, oh, that's weird. I do this and that's weird.
Only other people can tell you.
Exactly.
Really.
That's what I was like. I really, for myself, I don't have any weird OCD shit.
Apparently, I know that apparently, like, and I've been told this by like exes and stuff. I will wake up and be like completely awake for like 30 seconds and have like a conversation that has like no relevance to anything that's happening, and then I'll pass out again.
I definitely laugh in my sleep. I've been told that a lot.
Because I remember I was having a dream. I can't remember who told me this, but I remember like I was having a dream, and I woke up and I started laughing, and I looked at the person next to me in my bed and I was like, McFoley's. And I passed away again. I went back to sleep because I had a dream that I went to a McDonald's, and within the McDonald's there was a smaller restaurant called McFoley's, and it made me laugh hard enough that I woke up out of my dream, told the person next to me, and went back to bed.
That's fucking great. You remind me of my this dude that I used to live with, Ed. He would talk in his sleep all the time, and one of the funniest ones is he stood up, like he laid up. So he's still like laying down, but his torso's all the way up. And then he puts his finger in the air and he's like, Bobby! Bobby! I was like, what the fuck? And when he woke up, I was like, dude, do you know anyone named Bobby? He's like, no. I was like, what the fuck was he dreaming?
Oh my God.
I've definitely laughed myself awake so many times. Like I laugh in my sleep all the time. Because I watch this, because I usually, before I fall asleep, I usually like watch memes to like get my brain to like really shut down. And I see shit that's so funny that it's still funny in the morning. That I wake up and I'm like, yo, this is some heat. And I started laughing about it till I wake up and I'm like, oh man, I didn't die. So now I gotta go about my day.
I didn't die.
Yeah.
I
guess I also try to induce. We've talked about this before, but I also try to induce sleep paralysis sometimes out of boredom.
Maniac, man.
Yeah,
it's insanity.
Fucking.
I mean, it just doesn't. It doesn't feel. It's not scary if you're doing it on purpose.
You fucking Daedra, bro. You're a fucking monster.
I'm just saying.
I can't even do it.
Man.
I've never had any type of experience.
I used to have it, and that doesn't really happen anymore. I don't know why. I guess because I just don't dream anymore. I kind of turned my dreams off. So I don't know.
It's easy to do, really.
I guess.
You just wake up. Whenever you wake up, just go back to sleep, and then just keep doing that.
Okay.
I mean,
eventually, you'll just be in a weird state of in between.
I don't really have that horrible time. I can't I sleep well enough to where I can't do that.
I just don't dream.
I could sleep for fucking 15 hours. And I'll wake up, and if I'm feeling fucking inclined, I'll go back to fucking sleep. Like I can do it way easy. It's way easier for me to fall back asleep than it is for me to go to sleep in the first place.
Yeah, definitely. because you're already kind of nerfed.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I understand that. I just like, I can't like do like up and down that kind of. Oh, to me it's, I don't know. I'm the type of person that I wish you can just charge yourself like a fucking cell phone. Where it really upsets me that how much sleep that I need, and I'm like, fuck, I'm wasting so much time. So even when I do need more sleep, like maybe I've slept like 4.5, 5 hours, I'm like, that's fine. I'll just try to go to sleep earlier or something, and I'm just gonna be up. So it's hard for me to go back to sleep unless, I really feel it. You know when you feel your body's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? Go back to lay down.
I wish you could just stay up for a long time, but then the amount of time you're awake, you sleep relative to that. To get yourself back charged up to full. I wish I could do that because I just don't want to sleep.
Yeah, it would be fucking nice. Like how much? What is it? A third of our lives we spend sleeping on average.
Makes sense.
That's a lot.
Probably a stupid.
We spend a third of the day asleep.
That's
so
a frustrating
it makes sense.
amount of time.
Like
it's so stupid.
I could be
Fuck
spending all that
sleeping.
time fucking. I could be fucking all that time, and it's
I could be
no.
fucking playing with my dick for 8 more hours. Fuck you, sleep.
I know I could be working, and that's the thing that bothers me.
Yeah, I should. Whatever. I could be learning more. I could be progressing towards becoming a fucking nurse, but like, nah, fuck that. I want to touch my dick.
Hey, one thing I recommend everybody to watch or listen to the podcast with Joe Rogan. He has this neuroscientist on. I forget his name's like Michael something. I should probably know it. To Joe Rogan sleep doctor, sleep expert or whatever. Matthew Walker, sorry. I recommend people listening to this because you'll learn so much about how important sleep is and certain things. And something that I figured out myself is if I'm having issues with something, like something I'm playing on the guitar or something of overcoming something in a video game, when I give up and then I go to sleep and wake up the next morning, I like kill it immediately. And I'm like, dude, that's weird. And then the guy even talks about like, yeah, your brain is deciphering these problems and figuring out the best way to overcome certain things that were bothering you. So you get better when you sleep. Like if you're, it's basically figuring out puzzles. And I was like, dude, that confirms what I thought. I'm like, okay, how come I can play this pretty well on the guitar now when I was struggling before and getting frustrated, or kicking a game's ass when before I was struggling? And then your brain's like, this is how you do it, bitch. I got you.
That's why sleeping on it's a phrase.
Yeah, exactly. They even talk. Joe Rogan says that too. He's like, yeah, that's why sleeping on it. And then they talk about the French. They say sleep with the problem instead of sleeping on it. And then it's like, yeah, the fucking French are always trying to fuck everything. That makes perfect sense. That you want to sleep with the problem.
Fuck everything.
Yeah, like they fucking mimes. Even mimes are sexual. They're always trying to grope you on the street and shit.
I mean, damn, bro. I mean, okay. When I finally go to France, I'll remember that. Don't let those fucking nasty mimes touch me. You're not gonna let you fuck me, Mr. Mime. You asshole.
It turns out every mime is just trying to get their way out of whenever they do the box thing, it's just them trying to find their way out of a fucking Wayfair armoire.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Wayfair was an inside job. That's all I gotta say.
Oh my god.
Inside job.
Right.
There's kids inside the fucking furniture.
Yeah, that's not real, obviously. But
maybe.
Not as far as we know.
Maybe not.
It's not real. But yeah, so man, we're about 2 hours. So I think now would be a good time to start wrapping shit up. Remember, if you wanted to support our show, you can do it in multiple ways. You can go to teespring.com/stores/snark-tank. If you want some merchandise, there's a lot of hoodies there. We're gonna be making. I don't know. I'm gonna try and put. There's like some designs that aren't available in hoodie yet that I'm gonna try and put some. That I'm gonna try and put on hoodies. So I know a lot of people have been asking for that. Don't know why, because it's summer and there's a virus. So there's really no reason to get dressed at all, really.
Hoodies, man, fuck you. I always wear hoodies. I mean, I just went.
All right.
I went out to get some fucking ice cream the other day, and I was in a fucking hoodie, man. Doesn't make any goddamn sense, but what's up?
I wish I could wear hoodies right now. It's just too warm.
Remember to share our show if you liked it. Leave us some nice reviews on iTunes. That helps a lot with the algorithm. Like and share on, fucking all the other platforms, YouTube and shit. Commenting on YouTube helps a lot. Also, by the way, if you want to just comment beep, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I know that's probably going to happen anyway. And if you like what you heard today, consider supporting us on patreon.com/thesnark. Tank, $1 a month gets you early access. $5 gets you a question read on the show. $10 gets you access to our Discord. $15, we'll be getting some perks that I'm trying to figure out currently. Right now, it's just like a really appreciative amount of money.
Yeah.
So we thank you guys. And 25 gets your name dyslexically read at the end of the show, which I will now do.
Before we go on to the reading of the patrons, which we really appreciate, don't forget to follow me, Tom Sweeney, on Twitch at twitch.tv/Tom Sweeney. There's no E there, 1278. Remember, I'll be there. Don't be square.
How regularly do you stream, bitch?
I stream like pretty much every day. I take off like Fridays and Saturdays. And other than that, I'm streaming.
That's pretty good.
Today I'm not doing
hot.
it because I have to fucking make the channel look nice. So I'm gonna fucking take an hour or two out of my day to just figure out how Streamlabs works exactly.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna do a whole bunch of fancy shit to it. It's gonna be pretty nice.
It's a bit of a bitch.
It's gonna be pretty nice.
It's a little bit, but hey, there's always nice tutorials on. And are you using a webcam yet?
The webcam? No, I ordered one that just hasn't come here yet, just like my fucking computer. So that's fantastic. It's amazing to me. I just spent money on shit that just doesn't get here, and I'm like, oh wow,
that's pretty cool, man.
What's the point of that extra money spending for shipping when it just doesn't come? But I understand the world is kind of fucking throwing up on itself. So I'll let it rock.
It's spitting up all over itself.
Spit up. I fucking love that. Like a fucking infant.
All right. Should we read on?
Let's get it popping.
All right. We got 00000 first. A level 1 cleric. All hands on Chris's throat. Ben Douglas. Big Nick Digger. Classic, of course. You almost got me. Not really, though. I'm not that dyslexic. Big Dude 0444. Butt Kick McStompnuts.
Not bad.
Not terrible. Cataclysmic Cunt. Chief Keith David. Chris says cathartic too much. Do I?
A little bit.
Did I say it at all today?
Not today. You just said it, though, so you said it today.
I guess so. I feel like I don't say that word a lot. But, okay, Chris's 69 gigabytes of Coco Bandicoot hentai.
Oh, my
Jesus
God,
Christ.
that's so much.
It's not that much. Come on.
Oh, okay.
Clever and concise Keith. It's like 10 gigs. Clever and concise Keith David. Dan, hold her tighter. She's a fighter. Schneider.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Hold her tighter. She's
Dangle
a fighter.
David Connolly. Der Uber Udermensch. I can't read that fucking language, man. Dick Durbin's dirty diaper turban.
Nice. Nice.
Oh my God. Drinking Derek's ball sweat.
Oh,
Dunderhead. Emperor Palpatine. Game like you mean it. Gas can. Heiko. Hey Raygun. Shoes single now. Come on. God damn it. Such an
That's
asshole.
so fucking terrible. We don't need that energy.
By the way, Shu has agreed to come on the podcast, so that's probably happening in the next month or
that
so.
is going to be
whatever.
fucking wonky.
So look forward to that. Hiroshima's spicy mushrooms.
Woo!
I bought Bitcoin in 2010, but lost my password.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Fuck,
God.
I'm sorry, man. You're probably well off now, and you don't even know
Yo,
it.
man, I got 4 Bitcoin. I got 4 Bitcoin on someone attacking Chris in the street today. 4 Bitcoin on it.
4 Bitcoin?
I got 4
Oh,
whole
yeah.
Bitcoin.
Oh my God. I wish my dad kissed me like Tom Brady.
Oh shit. Well, you know.
Oh my God.
Right on the
Please
lips,
Google
man.
that shit.
Right on the list.
That shit's funny. I know what he's talking
right
about.
on the fucking
God.
lips, man. The schmackers.
Jackson Absage, jolly old dipshit. Juan Punchman.
Nice.
Justin Trebuchet.
Fucking
Keith David's Yummy Cummies. Keith David and Danny DeVito's Sexiest Man contest. Keith David Ascended. Keith David kick flipping on your dad's ball sack.
Nice.
Keith David kisses you.
Nice.
Keith David was a heartless. I can't read this. It literally cuts off on the screen, and there's no way that I could read any more of it. I'm sorry, dude. Patreon's so glitchy, man. Katherian David, King of Haphazard. Les Beerstale. I don't even know how to say that.
Les Beerstale?
Maxwell didn't kill herself.
Ahead of the game.
I forgot that was even happening.
Fucking ahead of the game. Someone posted out there.
Yeah.
I wish her much luck and not exposing me.
I wish her well.
I can't believe he said, wait, guys. Sorry, Chris. I know you're doing that. But he said, I wish her well. Because he knows. He's like, if this bitch speaks, I'm in trouble. So fucking yank that bitch's neck off. Kill the hoe. Slaughter her.
Oh, man. I love the images of like, of the two Spider-Men pointing at each other.
Yeah.
And it's like, and it says, it's the caption is always like Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton's hitmen on their way to assassinate Ghislaine Maxwell.
You're here? You're here too? They probably have
Mike
hitmen.
Tyson punches dogs while Michael Vick bets on which ones will survive.
Oh my god. The Michael Vick joke is so old.
Moto Zealot, Mr. Fuck, Pokemon
classic.
Diamond and Pearl Harbor, Richter 86, Roni Valadez. That doesn't even sound like a real name.
Yeah, what is that?
Ruth Bader Ginsburg's Moist Clam Sauce, Sergeant Sweaty Sack, Small P Made Me, Sunny Chance, Sween and Jada's fucking Harlequin baby. That's right, I forgot about the Harlequin baby. Sweeney is on 2 federal watch lists. This is not a joke. I work IT.
What?
Look at that. Don't worry about it. Sweeney the Kawaii Waifu, Stitzripkema, the ghosts that lived in the apartment above Chris and Sweeney, Toby Shootman, Tom Sweeney, the Denial. Oh, the In Denial Edgelord Weeby.
Fucking fuck you. Thank you for the money though.
And Zesty Keith David. Glad that we get to end on a Keith David with some zest. Smart with starting your name with a Z there.
Very
Guaranteed
zesty.
yourself the finisher. So thanks again for stopping by. Remember, patreon.com/thesnarktank to offer your support if you like the show. Next episode won't be as frustrating with the beeps, I promise. And yeah, that's going to be it. Is there anything... Any final words?
Fuck all of you guys. Hope you guys all get hit by fucking planes individually.
What's wrong
I'm
with
fucking
you? What
sick
the
of the
fuck,
bullshit.
dude?
I'm gonna fucking find everybody and I'm gonna set everything on this
You're
planet on
supposed
fire. I'm fucking done. That's
you're
it.
You're supposed to be nice at the end of
Oh
these.
well, bye guys. Hope everybody has a really good day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we love you all.
Now they know you don't mean it.
Well, duh.
I am not gay.
I got news for you.
That means you're gay.
I can't,
All right,
I can't get
goodbye,
over it.
goodbye.